enough to put the advisement up on the board. And so, for example,
ladies and gentlemen, you will not disrupt this meeting. If you disrupt this meeting, you will be asked to leave.
so the presiding officer has advised you, a bunch of you are actually disrupting the meeting in violation of Rule 12. You're ordered to stop. If you don't, you may be ordered to leave. And if you don't, you may be ordered removed.
Members of the public may not disrupt the orderly conduct of a city council meeting. Examples of disruptive behavior are shouting from the audience and using a noise-making device. Members of the public who are warned to stop disrupting and do not immediately do so may be ordered removed from the meeting pursuant to Council Rule 12 and may be excluded from council and committee meetings pursuant to Council Rule 7. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Hutt, Krikorian, Kosker, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 13 members present and a quorum, Madam Clerk.
Sorry, Madam President. So the lady in the
It's starting, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
Very loudly. Please stop. You're ordered to stop. Okay, so you're still shouting.
You're still shouting.
President?
Yes, they're shouting.
Been ordered to stop.
Stop.
If she does it again, I think we should ask her to leave.
Yes, Mr. City Attorney, I agree.
Yes, Mr. City Attorney, I agree.
Madam Clerk, what is the first order of business?
Look at her
Approval
face.
of the minutes of December 9, 2022.
Councilmember
taking a
Blumenfield moves. Councilmember Harris Dawson seconds. Next.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Hutt moves. Councilmember Lee seconds. Next.
Looks like he's
Madam
taking
Clerk,
a
today
shit.
is Tuesday and it's time for the flag salute.
Everyone, please rise for the flag salute. Councilmember Yaroslavsky, would you please lead us in the flag
Zev
salute?
Yaroslavsky. All right, guys, I'll be back. I'm going to go in the other room for about 1 minute, and then I'll be right back, okay?
I pledge
I don't know what
allegiance
that is.
to
I
the
don't.
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty.
I'll be right back. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Let me grab my shit.
Madam Clerk, let's run through the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Would council like all items to go forthwith today?
Without objection, that will be the order. Next.
There is a request to continue item 3 to Wednesday, January 11th, 2023.
Without objection, that will be the order. Next.
Items 1 through 17 are items for which public hearings have been held. Items 18 through 24 are items for which public hearings have not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Without objection, these items are now before us. Do members have any items that they would like to call special? Mr. Price.
Thank you, Madam President. I need to recuse myself from item 14. My spouse has a conflict.
All right, guys.
From item 14,
right back.
Mr. Price?
Correct. Thank you.
I'm almost done.
I don't think your mic is on. I'm sorry.
I'd like to call item 32
Item 32 is called
for verbal
special.
amendment.
Mr. Lee?
I'd like to ask to reconsider item number 4 from last Friday's agenda. The city attorney should have the language in front of him.
Yes. So because everything was sent forthwith last time, but we haven't lost jurisdiction, we can do this. But as you know, it requires a couple of votes. So if you don't mind, Madam Presiding Officer, I'm going to run through what we need to effectuate that. So the first thing I would do is I would suggest, Mr. Lee, that you move pursuant to Rule 76 that we suspend Rule 51's provision that items sent forthwith may not be reconsidered. If you're okay with making that motion, Mr. Lee, we would need a second on it. Okay, thank you, Mr. Oslovsky. Second thing we would need to do, and my suggestion is that we then actually move that we reconsider the item from the last meeting. And just to be very clear, that's item 4, which is Council File 22-1117, which is from the last meeting on Friday, December 7th. So Mr. Lee, I believe he actually moved that already. So we would need a second again on that. Thank you. Okay, so the matter is again before us, and my understanding is it's simply for revoting on the matter. If that's the case, no additional motion is required. So the matter's before us. We can take public comment on the abundance of caution. So I think that's all we need to do right now, and when we start voting on items, that will be subject to a vote at that point. Thank you.
Mr. Harris-Dawson, did you have any that you would like to call special? Are there any other items? Ms. Rahman, did you have any, or Ms. Rodriguez?
Item 15 for remarks, please.
Item 15? For remarks. Mr. Harris-Dawson, did you have any? No, okay. We are now moving on to public comment. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Martinez.
To introduce a motion to amend the local emergency resolution.
And if you would like, council member, I have the motion in front of me. Would you like to read it out?
Could you please read it out?
Yes,
City Attorney?
happily. So the motion is on number 19. I move that the matter of the resolution relative to the declaration of local emergency by the mayor dated March 4th, 2020, wherein he declared that the conditions of disaster or of extreme peril to the safety of persons and property have risen both internationally and within the United States as a result of the introduction of the novel coronavirus, COVID-19, pursuant to the provisions of the Los Angeles Administrative Code, Section 8.27, item 19 on today's council agenda, just to be clear, which is 20-0291, be amended to delete the January 31st, 2023 deadline in this resolution presented by you, council member, and I believe it's co-presented by Ms. Hernandez. And,
All right. What did I miss?
And I believe that Ms.
still in
Rahman
there?
has seconded it.
All right, they're still in there.
Ms. Rahman, sorry.
Sorry, guys, I had to get a
Were
bong
you the
and
seconder on the
get my coffee.
amending motion I made? Thank you very much.
Ms. Rodriguez?
Did I miss anything? Probably not. Yeah, man, he's attacking me. I
I'm
can't
sorry,
even
Miss-
walk with my coffee. He's getting me in the leg.
Mr. Hernandez, my apologies.
No, thank you. So I'd like to
No
call
big-
up.
he might be there, though.
It's okay, team. It's okay. So item 4 for comment and amending motion.
A lot of people
The city attorney,
there.
I believe, has the language to read into the record.
Absolutely, thank you. So the motion is, I move that the matter of the Budget and Finance Committee report relative to an escheatment of funds from the unclaimed money seized incidental to arrest trust fund number 772
up,
to
Eva?
the city's general trust fund item number 4
He
on
doesn't
today's
tackle
council
me, he
agenda,
just smacks me in
which
the
is
leg
Council
with his
File
nails
21-0505,
as I'm
be
walking.
amended to adopt the following instructions in lieu of the recommendations in the report. 1, instruct the city administrative officer, with the assistance of the controller, prior to the transfer of any monies from the unclaimed money seized incidental to arrest trust fund number 7772, to report to council within 30 days with a recommendation of a city fund to which these monies may be transferred that will guarantee their use specifically for community services and benefits, inasmuch as the government code does not mandate transfer of such funds to the police department, but permits transfers to any portion of the general fund. 2, instruct the police department to report within 30 days with an accounting of the $418,239.12 in the unclaimed money seized incidental to trust fund.
Unclaimed money.
2, including the circumstances under which these monies were seized and all efforts made to return these monies. And finally, 3, correct the Office of Finance report attached to the council file to reflect that the unclaimed money
Coffee's
seized
in the coffee
incidental
cup.
to arrest trust fund
What else would be
is
in there?
codified under Administrative Code Section 5.112
Trying to
and
wake
not
up.
Section 5.1112.
I literally just
presented
woke
by
up.
you, Councilwoman. And the second is, I believe it's Ms. Rahman.
Beautiful day in Venice?
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I didn't see you.
Yeah, I just woke up.
I'd also
Morning,
like
Leanne.
to call up item 10 for a separate vote, item 12 for a separate vote, item
Wanna see her
17 for a
talk.
separate vote, item 27 for a separate vote, and item 34 for comment, please.
I like when she talks.
If I may, Madam
Yeah, I just
Councilwoman,
went
so
and made
wanna
some
make sure I got
coffee.
that right. It was 10,
Gotta wake up.
12, 17, 27, and then when we go into the special, we'll deal with item.
Like the new
That's
shirt?
in the special
Felix?
meeting, yes. Okay, thank you.
Going. Felix fishing.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. Any other items called special?
We go fishing. We go fishing.
We're now moving on to public comment. Madam Clerk, would you please read out the call-in information that was also provided on the agenda?
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
She's
Before
still
we
mad.
do so, can we please hear the amendment for item 32?
Not until she says it first. I gotta hear her say the whole amendment, please. All right, guys.
I'd like to amend the name of the Greenway, of the project, from the Paul Koretz Community Greenway to the Paul Koretz Westwood Greenway project.
Thank you. And we'll need a second, and
We'll
Ms.
need a
Ramirez has seconded it. Thank you, Ms. Ramirez.
Where's the cowbells, the mirrors? Oh, they got the
Ladies and
lawyers
gentlemen,
there
please
today.
Stop shouting.
Not shouting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Not shouting.
please stop shouting. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. If I may now read the public
Tell Large Marge
information
said
for
you.
call-in. That's indicated on the agenda. Members of the public wishing to offer comment should call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466 and then press pound.
If you want to call.
Then press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to unmute. Let me repeat. Call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466 and then press pound. Then press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to
Okay, really quickly, guys, just to let you know, the guy, who came, Kevin DeLeon, who came last week, and then everything went haywire, and then they asked him to remove himself from the chamber because everybody's going crazy, and then they had to clear the chamber. He got into a fight the very same day after we saw him at a holiday festival. It was on camera, and he's here today. So let's see what goes on.
You have 1 minute per item to speak, up to 3 minutes total. And if you wish 1 minute for general public comment,
Outside
please speak to
is
the
on the
items
news right
before
now. It's been
general
crazy
public comment.
outside.
We'll tell you when your time's up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through
They
as many
have,
speakers
Just
as
James.
we can. If you're not
Couple
on
of 'em.
topic, or if we can't tell whether you're on topic, you'll get one warning from me or Madam Clerk. At that point, you need to get clearly on topic. If you don't, unfortunately,
fast
you'll
whirlwind
forfeit your
studio?
speaking time, and we'll move on to the next speaker. The items that are open for public comment are items 4, 18 through 32. And
We'll see, Karcher.
the motion that was reconsidered from Friday. So that's 4, 18 through 33. I think it should be 33. And the motion that was reconsidered from the prior meeting. So for members of the public calling in, as you were
Thank you,
told,
Derek.
when it's your turn to speak,
Thank
an
you, Derek
automatic
Garcia.
Zoom voice will prompt you to press star 6 to unmute yourself. If you don't do so, council staff will prompt you once more, typically by reading off the last 4 digits of your phone number. At that point, you really need to press star 6, or unfortunately,
He was on
you'll
CNN this
forfeit your
morning?
speaking
Yeah, that's
time,
right
and we'll
there.
move on to the
So,
next
it's
speaker.
on
Finally,
Hollywood.
we
I'm sorry,
understand that
Sunset.
People that are dialing in
And,
may be listening to the meeting on
not
multiple devices,
Vine.
YouTube, Channel 35, but there's a time delay between the live meeting and the
know what freak
broadcast,
that
and
is.
there's also feedback. So when it's your turn to speak, please
Just before
turn down
Vine
the
on
volume
Sunset.
on the other
That's where
devices
CNN
right
is.
away. It really causes a lot of confusion.
So he
if
could
you're
go
listening
there
on
and then
another
be
device.
here in
Also, because
20
of the time
minutes or
delay,
less.
please keep one ear to the phone so that you hear in real time when it's your turn.
Please
to press
learn
star
how to
6
use a
unmute
phone
yourself.
after
We
50
don't want
years
you to
of
be
your
listening on another
existence.
device, and then you don't hear in real time, and unfortunately, you get passed over. And with that, Madam Clerk, we are ready to begin public comment, I believe, with people in the room.
This doesn't got rid of
Thank
that
you,
mole.
Mr. City Attorney. Let's start with public comment for those speakers that are here in chambers.
She's so
We will
angry.
start with Mr. Bong Joon-ho. Speaking on items 18, 27,
she's bad
30,
right now.
31,
With all that
and
starving
33. You have
bullshit.
3 minutes.
And the dust storms, and we running out of French fries and burrito coverings.
I believe he's coming. Okay, so, the sergeants can help direct you to the podium.
Running out of French fries and burrito coverings. I know shit's bad right now. Running out of French fries and burrito coverings.
So, thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, you have 3 minutes to speak on the items. Please begin. The floor is yours.
As my name suggested, I'm here to talk about the parasite, Kevin De Leon, who is a racist.
Oh, that they don't want to talk about.
Grifter.
Oh!
And is visibly on tape assaulting a constituent.
Oh! That's what he's talking about, that
As a
fight.
constituent of CD14, that is completely unacceptable behavior. Even in the face of people yelling at you and having different opinions and trying to get some of your time, as a public official, that is your responsibility to have that conversation. As Isaac Bryant clearly noted in his Twitter, that he had a heated discussion. They have differences, but they had that discussion. KDL keeps running from his constituents and hides out in these charity photo ops.
Kevin De
and
Leon,
it's not
KDL.
how he can represent CD14.
CB4?
So
on item 27, KDL's motion about the Little Tokyo bid. The Little Tokyo bid has only served a select class of merchants in Little Tokyo. There is no reason that everyone in that neighborhood of Little Tokyo should be paying for a service that only benefits 5 businesses. So please vote no on item 27.
Oh, it's packed, Ford.
On item 30, naming a bridge after Mitch O'Farrell is hilarious.
Just wait, Zim.
Please vote no on item 30.
Just
31, naming a street Buscaino Way that is 6 miles long is
Thank you.
not even, maybe 1 block long for the 1% that he got when he ran for mayor. And for item 33, Paul Corret's Greenway, in his own words, fuck you.
Woo!
Please vote no on 33. Any council member who leaves saying fuck you to his constituents should not have anything named after him.
That's right. Woo!
And general public comment. For general public comment, let me just address the elephant in the room. Kevin De Leon, aside from showing up from San Diego, not living in LA, using a temporary address to run for council member, has no fucking business representing CD14. He never went to school in LA. He didn't send his kids to school in LA.
Speaker. So
I have 37
Speaker, you're
seconds
saying
left.
too much truth.
I know, but you
Pause the
too much
clock
truth.
if you're going to interrupt me.
So I'll explain.
May I have it quiet in the chambers, please? There's a public speaker at the podium. You may have your turn if you sign up to speak on the item.
So your time is held. I'll just explain. When you started up, you were obviously speaking in general public comment, and I didn't want to cut you off because I didn't realize what you're doing. But you're definitely on the items now. So if you could finish up with the items you signed up for, that'd be great. And I'd love to have the speaker be able to
So
talk
all
about
the staffers who are paid a quarter as much as these fucking grifters keep leaking the leaks. I said it back in August that if you have these leaks to leak to us for us to put out there, keep slipping it to us because we know he's sexually harassing interns. We know he fucking doesn't live in El Sereno. He's never lived in El Sereno. He's never lived in Lincoln Heights. He's a piece of shit. Fuck KDL. He's anti-black. And fuck you.
The next public speaker is Julian Rich.
I think he was pretty straight up with him.
Julian Rich, please.
Okay. So, Mr. Rich, the sergeants will show you how to get into the podium. Okay, it's over there? Okay. Okay.
This is salty.
Mr. Rich, which items would you like to speak on?
Quite salty.
General comment, and then I also worked for the Homeless and Houseless Committee.
So, sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
Homeless and
I signed up for
houseless?
them.
So which is it? Is it homeless or
for
houseless?
general public comment. That's all we have you for.
Okay.
The other items, yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, we don't want to
You
hear
have a
from
minute.
you.
The floor is yours.
I am here because I am a member of CD10, where KDL and your band of Goonies redistricted and completely redlined and gerrymandered my district. It is an incredibly poor district, and you guys have consistently taken advantage of it over and over and over again. Not only do we need KDL gone, we need to redistrict. What is wrong with you people? I genuinely don't know how any of you guys sleep at night. I do not understand. Do you know what the words gerrymander is?
They do
you
not.
actually understand what that means? To completely disenfranchise groups of people. We have so many renters in Los Angeles, and you actively hear people talking about anti-renting policies. You want to make it would be too dangerous to have a renters, aka poor people, because KDL hates fucking poor people, okay? You want a renters district, and like we can't have that because you guys are all up in your own asses, okay? And you cannot fathom people power.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker is Michael Williams for public comment.
Dude, she's so angry.
General public comment from Michael Williams.
Why are you so angry? No, KDL, Kevin DeLeon. KDL, Kevin DeLeon. They just don't want to say his name. That's the last of the 3 council members that were caught on tape being racist.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and he's basically told you, fuck
inappropriate
you.
Behavior. Yes.
I'm staying, and you're paying for it, and I'm gonna stay, motherfuckers. How you like me now?
Please stop yelling in the back of the chambers.
That's why they're pissed. That's what's happening
right now. The group yelling, arrest KDL. Please have a seat and be quiet.
So I'd like to hear from the speaker at the podium, if we could.
Michael Williams, you have 1 minute for general public comment.
So this gentleman has the floor.
She has more testosterone than he does.
I mean, 1 and 2.
Those items are not before us.
She's
They've
so
already been voted
angry.
on.
But you're free to talk about them in general. So for members of the public, we have somebody at the
So I
podium
should still get
who's
my
come
3
down
minutes.
here to talk.
You guys took it off. I should still be allowed to talk about it.
So hold on, speaker. I'm sorry. We can't hear you.
The items
you can hear
So for
me.
example,
Y'all
the
took
gentleman
off
who
the item,
spoke before.
but that doesn't mean I should
believe
have
it
a
was
right
Mr.
to
Hong
speak on
or
it.
Ho.
Give me my
with
3
the
minutes.
glasses and the black mask. You're shouting very loudly, and I can't hear the speaker. So you're instructed to stop shouting so that we can hear the person who's come down here to speak to us. And he has the floor.
shouting.
Okay, so, Madam Clerk, I recommend that we instruct that person who's been asked to stop.
Mr. City Attorney, I'm having trouble hearing you.
So you'll be subject, you're violating Rule 12, you're actually disrupting the meeting. Please stop shouting so that we can hear the next speaker.
The soy is strong, hell yeah.
KDL to be arrested.
Lols is right.
So
you've been instructed. That's right.
Y'all can hear me.
Thank you.
You took off
so
item 1 and 2.
Take off the mask,
The
bro.
city council meeting cannot proceed because people are yelling.
Focus.
I'm sorry, Speaker. I know this is totally unfair to you.
And this is real comedy.
People there are loud
Unscripted.
enough that I genuinely can't hear what you're saying.
Arrested
So,
KDL. What y'all are doing
Genuinely.
is
Sergeants,
Like I
if
really
it's-
can.
If this is your order, Madam President, the fellow, I believe it was Mr. Ho in the glasses
The
and
man
the black
in the
mask.
pillar, in the suit with the glasses. Please be escorted out.
Please be escorted out.
He's ordered removed. He's ordered to
You
be
asking
quiet,
him
and he's
to
not
escort
doing
himself
it.
out?
We're ordering him to leave.
Please allow
If-
yourself to be escorted out. Is that what that was?
This disruption violates Rule 12. I'm ordering you to stop immediately. If you don't, you will be required to leave the meeting.
Get it. Boy, she's angry. Tough Tuesday.
Mr. Williams, you have 1 minute for public comment. The other two items, a public hearing has already been held. You have 1 minute for public
I have
comment.
a concern. So you're not going to listen to my concern?
I cannot hear you.
I said I have
That's
a
not his
concern.
fault.
You
It is-
took off 1 and 2 without prior knowledge before the meeting. I put a card in on 1 and 2. I could have put a card in on something else, but I thought 1 and 2 was going to be discussed. So I want my 3 minutes because you all chose to take off 1 and 2 before it is on your agenda before and without telling people beforehand that it would not be discussed.
So actually, Mr. Lee, the agenda had said that items 1 and 2 had already satisfied public comment.
Hey, Zim, I thought it was
the
boring.
gentleman in the white mask.
It was up.
Zim, why are you still here?
We
Thought it
cannot
was
proceed
boring.
because you are yelling. This actual disruption violates Rule 12. I'm ordering you to stop immediately. If you don't, you will be required to
Sure.
leave the meeting.
Sure, Zim.
So can you, Madam Clerk, can you describe a little bit more which person you're referring to?
Okay.
Which side of the room?
I can't hear him.
So,
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
So, so, Madam Clerk, can you describe more fully the person that you were speaking to?
The guy's not agitating anymore. It was
talking about the guy with the white shirt right there.
Okay.
I guess he stopped.
So, Madam Clerk, I think the person in the white hoodie has stopped agitating. He's actually filming, so I think we're okay with that person.
I think we're okay now with that guy. We'll allow him. We'll allow him.
Okay.
You ain't allowing shit,
there's a
motherfucker.
lot of activity in the back.
Shut your mouth and your mole
I
and
think
fucking start
there's some people who are
letting the people
leaving.
talk.
I recommend, Madam Clerk, that we give it a minute.
Yes.
I think some of
Items
them are on
1
the
and
way out.
2, a public hearing has already been held. That is why they're not on the agenda for a public hearing. You have 1 minute for general public comment, Mr. Williams.
Me 3 minutes because you did not. You
Madam
still
Clerk,
had
please
it
start his time.
Okay, y'all gonna just start my time. This is why y'all are fraudulent. And this is why this council, many of the members on here, are a bunch of bullshit. Because you sat up there and saw a video of a man being attacked, and then you said he should be charged. You allowed your colleague to say that. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all more caring about protecting Kevin, kicking people out of here, than getting racists off of our council.
Because they're just like him,
Y'all
bro.
are a bunch of bullshit.
They're just like him, bro.
You should be more concerned about getting that man off of this council and in behind bars because he attacked a man. Y'all should be finding every way to get him off of here.
That's the democratic
But
way.
you're more worried about making rules and policies to get people kicked out of here. You're a bunch of bullshit, and you really don't believe what you stand for. Because if you really believe what you stand for, you would be out here with us.
That's true.
Saying that this meeting should not go on as long as racists are on it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker.
Mic drop.
The woman in the yellow jacket that just entered into the aisle, this is your warning.
And I don't like her.
Thank you.
Take off your yellow jacket. It's too bright.
So, Madam Clerk,
affecting
I
my
also
eyes.
heard the woman in the kind of yellow mustard coat shouting. So, this is her last warning because it's been repeated.
Fucking, I just want to grab the mole off his face and just hold it. Just hold it for a second.
Jeremy Lopez, for public comment and item 27, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Mr. Jeremy Lopez.
Old
Mr.
mustard
Lopez?
tiger.
Good. Okay. And the sergeants will show you around to get to the
Yellow
podium.
piss coat. Fuck you, Paul Krikorian. Hey, Galuchian, where you at? Where is Galuchian? He's around here somewhere having coffee or something.
Okay,
You
so
at?
Mr. Lopez, you have 2 minutes for the items you signed up for, so the floor is yours. Please.
Hold
I'd like
for
to just
one-
focus on general comment.
Hold for 1 second.
Do you want general in addition?
Hold for one
The-
second.
Only general.
Hold on.
There's
Hold
a
on.
man in a black shirt and
Thank you.
white mask who is interrupting the meeting. If you continue,
Take off your
you
mask,
will
you'll
be
be
asked
fine.
to leave per council rules. You have been warned. Mr. Lopez, you have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Actually, sorry, Mr. Lopez said he wanted only a minute for general. So if we could set the clock for a minute, and the floor is yours, Mr. Lopez.
Can I start? I stand in support of democracy, and Councilman Rodriguez, I support what you're saying, that we need to have a civil conversation with each other. However, gerrymandering on the basis of suppressing race or targeting socioeconomic class is also not democracy, Councilmember Rodriguez.
That's why we watch it, Morris.
I am half Mexican and half Iranian, and I don't care who you are. If you plot to suppress racial groups to win an election, how can that be democracy? I agree with you that De Leon should be held accountable to his district and his voters, but should he not be held accountable to Los Angeles? Should he not be held accountable to the voters of CD4 who he said, I quote, that is the one to put in the blender and chop up left and right? Are they not victims too?
Sure.
What about the suppression of a voting bloc that is primarily renters? Do they not have a say?
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez.
Item 27,
Cut
you
him
have 1
off.
minute. Okay.
Should have
Thank you,
said I
Mr.
needed
Lopez.
3
Madam
minutes and kept
Clerk,
talking,
if I may.
homeboy.
So the
You're a rook,
sergeants asked
doggy.
me to inform the media, because there are a lot of you in here today. There are places for the media to be. It's either in the back or in the pews. We can't have you in the walking aisles for people, okay? So thank you.
So thank
Sorry,
you.
Madam Clerk. The next person?
The next person is J.P. Mercer for public comment.
She's so angry.
J.T. Mercer? Yes, the person is, I think, coming right now. Great.
Kevin smokes boof? I bet he does. He's smoking that fucking $35 cap weed.
Okay, hi, Speaker.
She
can you
smokes a
remind me
pack
which
a
items
day.
you signed up for?
Public comment.
She sounds like me.
Homelessness.
Okay.
It's just general public comment, Mr. City Attorney.
She got a raspy voice.
It's item 1.
Okay, we voted on item 1, but you have a minute. You can talk about item 1 or anything else in the jurisdiction of the city. So the floor is yours, Speaker.
Absolutely. We stand here today surrounded by the rise of fascists, Tracy Park, Officer Pork. We saw the push out of Koretz because he's a fascist leader, and yet you guys are still harboring fascists like KDL. KDL needs to resign. The blood is on his hands. Blood of the people of Los Angeles is on his hands. The families that he's displaced, the people that are on the street, their blood is on his hands. And while you sit surrounded by the cops that continue to murder black and brown people, defending you every single day, people are dying. We cannot take this anymore. Every single one of you, your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. I will see you pushed out like we pushed out Koretz, like we pushed out Mr. Farrell, like we pushed out Quesadillo. Your days are numbered. Mr. Rosa's days are numbered. You guys are done. I need my time. Fuck you.
For the ones
Thank
like
you, Mr.
him,
Mercer.
for the ones like him who don't know how to use a mic, again, a mic is there to microphone and to boost your voice. You don't have to yell into it. Just talk into it.
Shaw?
Just talking to
Ms. Shaw, she's coming.
It'll boost your voice. Otherwise, it'll feedback like it was doing. I get it, the passion.
1 minute for general public comment, please. Begin.
First of all, fuck all of this. This isn't a legitimate meeting. All of you need to focus on getting KDL resigned. He has no reason to be here. He is not representing CD14. There's no reason we should be meeting. Also, you need to extend the eviction moratorium. Tenants are going to get evicted. Tenants are going to die all on your hands. And you, fucking real estate, fuck you, Monica Jenkins, fuck you, John Lee, fuck all of you who support landlords. You are willing to kill millions of Angelinos. And you are willing to do all that just because you want fucking money, fame, power? Fuck all of you. Fuck this meeting. Fuck it. I get my time.
I want to know who she
Thank
voted
you.
for. I would like to know who that lady voted for in this last election that was just a month ago. I'd like to know. I really would. I want to know how many of these guys she voted for, and she got up there and cried about it. I'm willing to bet. I know she didn't vote the other way. No way. There's no way, speaking the way she does, she voted for
1
the
minute
other
for general
way.
public comment, please.
No way.
Gracias.
No way.
Mi nombre es Antonio García. Estoy aquí presente porque realmente hay un problema que
Espere, señor.
desgraciadamente
Espere, señor.
Momento, we'll have the translation.
My name is Antonio Garcia, and I'm here present because really there is... Siga.
desgraciadamente lo están llevando muy a las alturas.
Unfortunately, you're taking it too
Porque
high.
todo ser humano tenemos nuestras cuesta arriba y nuestras cuesta abajo.
Because all human beings have our ups and downs.
Y nosotros tenemos que entender que nadie en la tierra es perfecto.
And we have to understand that nobody in this earth is perfect.
Nosotros tenemos que estar unidos como seres humanos.
We have to be united like human beings.
Porque en primer lugar, la justicia es la primera que está sobre de nosotros.
Because in first place, justice is number
Y
one that's on
nosotros
top
como
of us.
seres humanos tenemos que respetar a la justicia.
And we as human beings need to respect the justice.
Yo vivo en el distrito 14 y tengo 50 años viviendo en el distrito 14.
I live in District 14 and I've been living in District 14 for 50 years.
That's right, Sooner Ross.
Yo veo que los del distrito 14 somos los que tenemos la responsabilidad de votar.
And I see
si
that the
estamos
ones
de acuerdo, sí o no.
I see that the ones from District 14 are the ones who need to vote to see if we agree or we don't.
Porque a raíz de esto hay otros distritos que tal vez se unen para hacer esto más expansivo y no puede ser.
Because from this, there are other persons who might get united to see if this can be or cannot be.
Gracias.
I know, Dixie, they hate it. That's why you got to double check the bell on top. Bell button on top. Make sure it's pushed. That's right, Dave.
Araceli Kauich.
Is she calming down now?
Araceli.
Finally. Araceli.
You have 1 minute for public comment, please.
Yes.
Mi nombre es
Araceli Kauich. Soy de Yucatán.
My name is Araceli Kauich.
La frontera, como muchos de nosotros.
Señora, pausa. Hable en pausas, por favor. My name is Araceli Kauich.
Slow down. Pause.
And I live I am from Yucatan. Siga.
Please.
Vine cruzando la frontera buscando refugio,
Shake up the
ayuda.
grams.
I crossed the border looking for shelter and for help.
The community for Boyle Heights, we need some help. And we not accept the people, they just came and they told you what to do because we need help. Like at the food distribution, and we need other más ayuda. No necesitamos que otra gente venga a decirnos qué podemos hacer.
We don't need for other people to come and tell us what we need to do.
No necesitamos más acoso porque nos están acosando a la comunidad.
We don't need any more
It's true, though,
harassment
too.
because they've been harassing us, the community.
Todos necesitamos apoyo.
It's his
La
temperament,
gente que
too.
está aquí gritando está muy violenta.
We all need support. The people who's here screaming, they're very violent.
En un momento de crisis en donde no necesitamos más violencia.
We are at
donde
a moment
todos
of crisis.
necesitamos
We are at a moment of crisis where we do not need any more violence. We all need.
y
Siga.
estoy en desacuerdo que se le quiten el dinero a la comunidad de Boyle Heights.
I am in
No
disagreement that
necesitamos más acoso.
I am in disagreement that the money being taken away
Yo-
from Boyle Heights. We don't need any more harassment.
Yo apoyo a la comunidad que está en las calles y no me importa el color si es blanco, negro o brown como yo soy latina.
I support the people in
Gracias.
the streets, and I don't care about the color, whether it's white or black or brown
Gracias.
like me, Latina.
There is an SAP button. There's actually a separate broadcast that they do just in SAP. Right below it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been warned repeatedly that your
getting
behavior
mad
of
again.
yelling in the council chambers and disrupting the meeting
She came all
is not
shined up.
permitted per Council Rule 12. If you continue, you will be asked to leave.
She came up all drippy today. Look at all that gold.
I believe the lady in the mustard jacket has been warned several times. Please remove the lady in the yellow jacket
Please remove the mustard, Tiger.
per Council Rule 12.
So, if I may, Madam Clerk, so for example, I recognize Mr. Akil, who has been shouting the entire line with the Black Lives jacket with the yellow lettering. Would you please be quiet and let's continue the meeting? Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Because we have more speakers to come.
It's not yellow, it's mustard.
Art Polito.
Bee colored.
So
Look at
I
his,
think
look
the
at her
speaker's
face.
right
Did
there,
you
if we
see
can
that?
Let him in.
Oh, Art, get up here, Art. Hurry up. Fuck. I want to go home, Art. Just got here, but I want to go home.
So what was the name of the speaker again, Madam President?
Art Polito.
Just said it
Mr.
fucking 4
Polito?
seconds ago. and
Are-
I'm
are
stoned
you
and I
here
couldn't.
so
I
that you
can
can
remember.
speak? Sure. Okay. Great. So if you could come around, and the sergeants will let you in.
Look at her face. Just
to the
watch her
podium.
face when she deals with us, the public.
So, Mr. Akil, please. So, okay. So,
The
Mr.
gentleman with the
Akil-
goatee in the suit near the column. This is your warning. If you continue to yell per Council Rule 12,
Tell her to fuck
you're
off.
asked to
Bitch.
be quiet.
Fuck you, bitch. That's what I tell her right there in the chambers. Fuck you.
You are still disrupting the meeting
You work for
and
me,
violating Rule
bitch.
12.
I don't
am
work
ordering
for
you.
you.
To immediately
You
leave
work
the
for me.
building. This is the gentleman in the back, in the glasses, the white goatee, and in the suit. Sir, please leave the meeting.
So-
if not, the officers will escort
Mr.
you from the room.
So, Mr. Akil,
You are leaving.
Is that a man? I don't
Madam,
know. Can't
Clerk, I
confirm nor
recommend that
deny.
we order him removed at this point, unfortunately.
Nor do I
Pursuant
care.
to Rule 12, you are leaving the.
She
You are
angry.
excused from this meeting.
That's what she is. It's an angry individual.
You're excluded from this meeting.
So, Mr. Akili,
Getting him out. Cops
thank you
pulling him out.
for starting to leave, even though you're shouting as you go.
That's right. Give him an earful. Give Mole an earful.
Sergeants, please remove this gentleman from the room.
Well, you know you wouldn't do it. You ain't got the nuts or guts, bitch. If any of you had to get up off your seats and remove anybody, they'd all still be there in droves. So thank you, LAPD, for doing the jobs
The
for
media
them.
has been asked to stay out of the aisles.
Yeah, self-righteous slugs is right. Power tripping, exactly. Y'all hitting it right on the head. You can see it, right? It oozes out of them, right? You can see it. You can see it
The
oozing
man
out of
in the black jacket and the white face mask has been warned repeatedly. He is also excluded from the meeting and asked to leave immediately pursuant to Rule 12 of the council rules.
You will all be subject to Rule 7 as well.
Their head's
Who is
gonna
also
explode.
subject to Rule 7.
I have to see some scanners. Just viewer discretion is advised, ladies and gentlemen, in case we see a head explode here.
So
just pop like a grape.
Okay. So, Madam President, the woman that we've warned repeatedly in the kind of mustard-colored top
Oh, now
is
it's
shouting
mustard-colored.
very
James.
loudly.
James, they see you, James.
I recommend that we order her to leave the meeting.
They're reading your
So
comments,
ordered,
James.
the woman in the yellow mustard jacket who has been repeatedly warned is excluded from this meeting per Rule 12.
Rule 12.
Okay, and she's
Please
still shouting, so
leave
let's
immediately.
and she's not, and she's still shouting.
Yes,
I
that is
recommend
a
do we
dude.
ask her? Do we have her removed?
You are being asked to leave this meeting.
Shit is crazy. That's why I put it up. These fools go stupid. They go hard. Just wait till the call-ins start, too. Those are always fun. Every other day, this shit goes hard.
You have been called out and you have been asked to leave. You are disrupting this meeting and you are asked to leave pursuant to Council Rule 12. You are disrupting this meeting.
And you know, all this they'd be able
So,
to have their meeting
just so the public understands.
if they didn't
you're
protect
home.
their racist
So Mr.
homeboy.
Keeley was shouting loudly enough that we could not hear
all
the
be done.
speaker. We asked him to please let the speaker at the podium speak. He refused to do it. We asked Mr. Keeley to please leave of his own volition.
I don't
He
know,
refused
Larry.
to do it. And the presiding officer has ordered Mr. Keeley removed so that we can continue the meeting.
Just say yellow jacket. Fuck you.
So I believe Mr. Keeley is very slowly leaving.
Very slowly. Were you supposed to hurry up for you? Fucking punk. If anything, I'm going to make sure I take my sweet ass time to make you have to stay there for just that
Sergeants,
much longer.
will you please escort the lady in the yellow jacket out of the council chambers per Council Rule 12. She has been warned and is subject to Council Rule 7 as well.
I'm telling you, her head is going to explode like a grape. It's just gonna. I just see it right now. Or it's going to spin complete 360 and then there's going to be smoke coming off the top of it or something. No. Oh, there he is. There's Galuchi, and he's just now coming in after having his coffee. Right here, the president. The head of the head. Yeah, sitting there with his coffee cup in his hand. Because apparently all this wasn't enough for him to get over here and listen.
Public comment.
I have to have my coffee first. Don't blame you, Paul.
So Mr. Akili, thank you, Mr. Akili. Thank you for letting me know your name. We had a speaker who wanted to speak.
Spicy mustard? I think it's more Grey Pouponish.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon? But of course. Pardon me, do you have any gray poupon?
Pardon me, do you have any gray poupon? Yeah, it goes hard, dude. I'm trying to tell you, these fools go hard. And all because they protect their racist homeboy. And all the people in my city that vote for these people, quiet as kept. None of them say shit about it because they voted for him. All these people, quiet as kept because that's their homeboy. And all those people that are mad over there in the back would probably leave if they just didn't protect their racist homeboys. But that's it. And that's it. I don't want to hear any crying because a lot of those people in that crowd that are crying are people that voted for these people in this horseshoe. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to wipe your own tears and get the fuck out of my face, crybaby. You voted for it. You got it. Here we are, homeboy. Or homegirl. Suck it up. Suck it up and shut the fuck up. Be an adult. Okay? I've had to live with this shit decades. Decades. Okay? Decades. What's up, Pete? It's good to see you, Pete. How are you?
I understand. Understood.
Kevin's not in the chamber right now, I don't believe. I believe he's there, but he's not in the chamber because if you watch the news, like regular news, they were protesting like crazy. Had the police out front. There must have been 150 people outside screaming, chanting in front because they knew he was there. And it's like some of you said, I guess he was on CNN this morning just before this. So he probably did the CNN early thing, then got here.
Okay.
Art Polito.
Because it's only 20 minutes.
So, Mr. Polito
from
has
CNN right
the floor.
here. You know, from downtown to Hollywood's really quickly. It's a quick jaunt.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Polito.
No, he's
I'm
there, I
sorry.
believe.
Yeah.
Members of the public may not disrupt the orderly conduct of a city council meeting. Examples of disruptive behavior are shouting from the audience and using a noise-making device. Members of the public who are warned to stop disrupting and who do not immediately do so may be ordered removed from the meeting pursuant to Council Rule 12 and may be excluded from the council and committee meetings pursuant to Council Rule 7. If this continues, I will clear the chamber. I do not want to because I want the public to be allowed to speak. And you are prohibiting the public from being allowed to speak. Mr. Polito, would you like to have the floor? You have 1 minute for public comment.
Mr. President, I'm here today to tell you that we're not going
you.
to tolerate people from outside our community come and destroy a Christmas program in the Lincoln Heights area. We don't care who you are.
That's right.
If you're not going to come here and help our kids and families, you're not welcome at our Christmas parade, Christmas party we have for our kids. And you know what? And you're not going to demand us to say we're going to fire one of our elected officials. The community will do that. And we're going to do it the process that we are given.
That's right.
American way. And if you don't think this is important, then these people better come in our community and apologize if they're going to be acting like that to our parents, our kids. They can say whatever they want because they don't have the rights to come in anybody's community and behave like that. So I'm going on record to let you know that we're not going to tolerate this.
That's right. I'm letting
And I don't care who they are.
That's right.
You're not going to come and hurt our community.
That's it.
And the bottom line is we should have a committee set up and sit down with the browns and blacks and see how we can straighten this thing out beyond this horse circle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right. And don't be fucking up our Christmas show.
Caprice,
happiest Christmas
Baldemaro.
since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny fucking Kaye.
Capiz, Baldemaro. Capiz, Baldemaro.
Mr. Palmera, I believe, is coming.
I feel like the South Park episode where they're bouncing on their balls to get weed, remember? They were riding their balls to get the weed.
So the speaker is coming, Madam Clerk.
Well, they call it the horseshoe because it's, shaped like a horseshoe. So I think that was why he referenced it like that. But they are a bunch of donkeys, that's for
So
sure.
I think the speaker's making his way to the podium. Is that
fucking donkey
is that correct?
motherfuckers?
Yes, he's coming.
Mr. City Attorney, Madam Clerk, item 15 has been called off special by the
Okay.
Mr. Baldomero, Mr. Capriz, you have 1 minute for public comment.
Muy buenos días. Mi nombre es Baldomero Capiz. Soy presidente de la Unión Binacional de Organizaciones de Ex-Braceros de 1942-1967.
Momento.
I'm a president of the Union of Ex-Braceros from 1947.
Kevin de León debe permanecer en el Consejo para continuar haciendo el trabajo para sus constituyentes.
Kevin DeLeon must stay on his seat to continue doing his work for his constituents.
That's what we need, Tim. Laughter in this world. More laughter.
Representa
Glad you're here.
y ha proveído
He represents, has provided
más por este distrito que muchos otros concejales.
more for this district than many other
He's
council
an
members.
advocate for the
Los
racist guy.
constituyentes del distrito 14
The constituents of District 14
eligieron con nuestro voto y nosotros somos quienes decidimos
elected with our vote, and we're the ones who decide
si queremos que continúe o no,
if we want him to continue or not,
y no las otras personas.
and not the other persons.
Queremos que él siga haciendo su trabajo,
We want him to continue doing his work
porque me daña a mí
because it
y
harms
daña a nuestra comunidad
him, right?
latina.
and it harms
think
our
so, right? I mean, that's
Latino
him.
community.
That might be him right there.
Dejemos de limitar su habilidad
Let's
para seguir sirviéndonos.
stop or his
Muchas
ability to
gracias.
continue
Thank you.
helping us.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's him. It just sat down, guys. That's De Leon right there. I
Bex,
believe.
Kleinfelter,
Oh, it was.
Can you state the name again, Madam Clerk?
Bex, Kleinfelter.
That's me.
Okay,
That's
great.
me.
If you would please come up, the sergeant
so
will show you
pissed.
the way
Look
to
at
the
her.
podium, sir.
Angry.
Mr. City Attorney, would it be appropriate to call 5 more in person before we switch to the phones?
Of course, Madam Clerk.
Of course, Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk's pissed.
So I believe the person is coming to the podium. I hope.
Oh, yeah, that mic stank right now. That mic cover, for sure it stinks. You know they probably put the nastiest one up there, so it stinks when you're talking. You can smell it. Oh.
So
that's probably why some of them want to wear a mask. For real. That'd be the only
Sergeants,
reason I
can you
would.
tell if the person is coming to the podium that we
Please have
call?
a seat.
But you don't need to be so up
Please
on
have
it.
a seat.
Oh, great.
Depends on
Thank
mic
you
level,
very
too,
much.
of course. But. Ooh,
General comment.
heard a fuck
Yes,
you.
1 minute for general public comment. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to speak for the visually impaired. I'm the woman in a blue sweater and blue jeans. I'm holding an arrest KDL sign to highlight the irony of the fact that if any one of us had put our hands on Kevin De Leon, we would be the one arrested on the spot.
Some truth.
I also want to point out for those of you who are watching on TV that the people you see in the front rows were escorted by the police to sit there. They're members of carpenters unions who donated to Kevin De Leon, and they were brought here to fill in the seats so that way we would be spaced out.
Ah.
We have as much right to be here as anyone else, and most of my community got locked out of the doors. So it's not fair. It's not fair to have that space cordoned off for people who donated just because we're poor and we don't have the money to support a racist white supremacist. Fuck you. I yield my time.
You know, I have a problem almost. You know, everybody refers to everybody as a white supremacist. Well, that's kind of racist towards white people like myself. He's not white, and he's a racist. It is true that there are Latinos that are racist, blacks that are racist, Asians that are racist. Okay? Not just white people.
So
there you go.
The gentleman in the dark glasses,
Woke lady.
and sort of the army jacket in the center aisle.
Hate to break that one to you.
Please sit down and be quiet, or we're going to have trouble hearing the next speaker. Smoke. So it's a person with the dark glasses and the army jacket in the center aisle. Please stop the chanting. You're ordered to stop the chanting.
Latino, 3 Latinos are racist as fuck on camera. on tape.
Stop
But
the
somehow it's a
chanting.
white issue now. Somehow now
So
it's
to
white.
The center, person
You see
in
how
the
they're
center aisle
doing
with
it?
the dark glasses.
You see how they twist it real quick for you?
You're ordered to stop and please sit down so that we can proceed with the meeting. You're disrupting it. If you don't, you may be asked to leave and ordered removed.
That's it.
Okay, so
The man in the camouflage jacket
I'm gonna call it
and the
all.
dark glasses,
I
you're
do.
still disrupting the meeting and violating Rule 12. I am ordering you to immediately leave the meeting quietly. If you don't, you will be ordered removed and subject to possible exclusion per Council Rule 7. Mr. Linder, would you like to proceed?
Oh,
You
it
have
is
1
clear,
minute for
Jeffrey.
public comment.
So, actually, if I may, Madam Clerk, the fellow's still being loud enough. I think it's going to be very hard to hear the person. I recommend you order the fellow in the camouflage jacket and the black glasses removed.
The white supremacist back there is probably not
The
white.
gentleman in the camouflage jacket and the dark glasses, you're still disrupting the meeting. I'm ordering you removed. Sergeants, please escort him out. This is the gentleman in the camouflage jacket and dark glasses who is chanting in the back. He's preventing the public speaker from speaking.
I agree, Willie. But,
And-
you know, they
and to
always
the
got
speaker,
to blur the
I'm
lines.
sorry.
Excluded from the meeting.
You know, race baiters, they love to blur the line and gaslight. And that's what they are doing right now. Because I assure you, that lady that was screaming with that mask on, she voted what these guys are. Okay? Not the other side. Garrett motherfucking Teed.
On the way out, loudly.
Okay?
To the point where I think it would be very difficult to
She
hear
ain't
the
talking
speaker
about that.
who's come down
I
here to
voted
give
for you
public
and you're
comment.
not doing anything for me. She didn't say that.
So
But we know that's
we're
the case.
sorry, Mr. Speaker. You'll get your time. Just give us.
I can be loud.
Okay, thank you.
I can
appreciate
be
it.
loud. Look at his face, got all happy when he said that. See his face, this fool?
Right. So the person with the dark glasses, and
DeLeon on his
camouflage
phone,
is
just
slowly
looking down on
leaving
the
meeting,
phone.
making a lot of noise on the way, but slowly leaving.
Thank you.
Robert Griffin III's there? Where? I don't see him. It's not DeLeon, okay. So which one? Where is he? Because I know he's there. Looks like him, kind of. I'm looking around the horseshoe, and he's definitely not on the left side.
Okay. All right.
So he's probably in back in the
So,
court, in the chambers and back.
Speaker, I think you had a minute, and the floor is yours. Please begin.
Thank you very much, Council. My name is Brennan Linder. I'm a 20-year resident here, and I'm here to give a voice really to a quiet majority of LA residents that just want to have a civil government.
Fuck you.
We want to have productive city council
Sorry,
meetings.
Timothy Johnson.
And we want to actually have
Appreciate you.
discussions that produce results for everyone, whether you're a renter or an owner.
Thank you,
We
Timothy
want
Johnson.
clean streets, paved roads, good schools for our children. I want safe schools for our children, and I want safe streets. And I also want support for renters and owners. Many people, we want mental health programs for those on the streets. We want to get people housed, and we want to take care of each other, and that's what you're here to do. We want results that improve the lives of every resident, not one group over the other or just the loudest group. The
Thank
job
you.
of this
Matt
council
Knotts,
will
thank
be
you.
to lead and lead by example. You've been voted in. We want you to lead by collaboration, compromise, and civility. Do not cave into the loudest voices, but get the community involved.
Thinks he's in front.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Speaker. Thank you.
Does the mayor attend these meetings? Oscar Gonzalez, I have never seen him
Thank
at
you,
the ones.
Brett.
And we have a new mayor. She just
next
was sworn
speaker
in
is
yesterday.
Brett.
But you can see, hard at work, she didn't show
Is there
up.
Is there a Brett here?
Doesn't matter for the
Okay,
mayor.
all right. So the lady in the yellow has been ordered to be quiet many times. Madam President, I think we should order her removed.
But she's
Yes,
a lazy
the woman in the yellow
Scientologist.
jacket who has continually disrupted the meeting. You're still disrupting the meeting. I'm ordering you removed. Sergeants, please escort her out.
The one, sorry, yes. So the Madam President or Madam Clerk was speaking to the woman in the mustard-colored jacket with the black mask, holding up a sign right now.
You're being excluded per Council Rule 12.
And you may be subject to exclusion per Rule 7.
Of course.
And
Bananarama? Of course.
So with the would the woman in the green hat and then the gentleman in the white mask and the black cap please get out of the way so the sergeants can speak to the woman shouting in the mustard color?
Ladies and gentlemen, you may not disrupt this meeting. You may not disrupt this meeting. If you do, you are being asked to leave.
Thank you, Matt Knotts.
It is not fair to the citizens of the city of Los Angeles. Please leave this meeting peacefully.
But your work is fair to the city of Los Angeles and the taxpayers, right? Your great work is? You ain't doing a fucking thing. But all of a sudden, it's them that's holding you back.
So the
from your
fellow
work.
in the
fucking clown,
black cap
Straight
and the white
circus
mask
in here.
and the kind of tannish shirt.
Tannish.
Please don't disrupt.
Please. Why don't you get off your ass and go
Okay,
tell
so
them
the fellow
to
in
stop
the black
disrupting?
cap and the white mask is refusing to move. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Till they slowly remove all the opposition. That's it. That's all the opposition slowly getting pushed out. Till there's no more opposition
Okay,
that
so
dick licking
to the
can start.
speakers, both here and at home, hold on a minute. There's still a lot of noise going on, and we want to be able to hear you.
Brett, you have 1 minute for public comment, please.
It is, Dixie. That's why
I'm
we
here
watch
to
it.
demand the immediate resignation of Kevin De Leon.
Oh!
His continued racist, classist, and abusive behavior makes him totally unfit for public office.
Oh.
Now I'd like to speak to the rest of the council's members, in particular the new ones like Officer Tracy Pork. If you join the politicians in this building who pass laws like 4118 that invoke violence on people, or if you are caught gerrymandering on audio tape and saying racist shit, or if you support funding these cops who just stand around here trying to suppress our voices,
It's by their
I want
order.
to let you know that you will not know a single day of peace the entire time you're in office, because you are not for us.
Well, that's
Resign, Kevin De Leon. I yield the rest of my time. Fuck you, bye.
So you voted for them.
Thank you.
Now you're
Carlos
mad at them telling the cops to come
Heredia?
get you out, but you're
Carlos
mad at the
Heredia?
cop, but not them for telling the cop to get you out. Got it. I just needed to figure it out. Got it. I figured it out now. My bad. Where's the cowbell?
I got a fever. And the only prescription.
Carlos Heredia here.
He is Madam Clerk, so he's coming up. And the next speaker, the sergeants will show you how to get through to the podium.
No, they're never honest about anything. They should start off with,
Let me tell you why I suck.
that's how they should start every goddamn sentence, with a little bit of fucking truth.
Thank you, Speaker. All right.
Mr. Heredia, you have 1 minute for general public comment.
Yes, hi, I'm Carlos Heredia. Also, people call me community activist. I'm El Sereno hero. I help out the Boyle Heights Community Market and also the Christmas Parade. So what I want to say is thank you guys for holding the line, because we've come so far in America through Cesar Chavez, Martin Luther King, that we just don't hang people anymore, and we will not make moves through fear and through bullying. We call that corporate bullying. You know, like one person says, he's a witch. Yeah, he's a witch, and everyone attacks. So I thank you guys for being honorable and straining strength and saying we're not going to go back and be moved by fear. And just you guys know that you do have real community members. I'm a foster kid. We're the state at 9 years old, homelessness, formerly incarceration, that says, hey, yeah, I love America and I love the system that it has incorporated for me, a step in the right direction to those that are willing to take that. And now I have my own company. Now I'm able to give back to my community. So well, let's work together. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Honorable?
Thank you, Speaker.
When your mind's playing tricks on you.
Carmen Jimenez.
His mind's playing tricks on him. This fool said honorable.
All right, here
Does
comes
he understand what that word means? May not know.
So, Ms. Jimenez,
Honorable.
1 second. So the gentleman with the white
Not an
mask
adjective I
standing
would've
up there and dressed all in black and glasses, please be quiet. We can't hear the speaker if you're shouting over her, and it's her turn. Ms. Jimenez, you have the floor. Please begin.
Buenos días a todos, mi nombre es Carmen Jiménez, vengo aquí apoyando al Distrito 14, el de cual...
True squad.
Good morning to all. My name is Carmen
El de cual
Jimenez.
es el
I'm here
señor
supporting
Kevin,
District
Kevin de
14.
León.
Kevin de León.
He was a plant. He's a
Y
shill.
pues aquí atentamente pidiéndoles que por favor nos sigan apoyando con los recursos para el Distrito 14, ya que son de mucho beneficio.
Pare. And here are supporting, please asking for your support for District 14 because there's a benefit. Siga.
Para este distrito y para nuestra comunidad de la tercera edad.
For this district, for elderly community persons.
Espero y nos sigan apoyando y que nos escuchen, y todo mi respeto para ustedes. Creo que todos tenemos el derecho de ser respetados.
I hope I hope you continue supporting us. My respect for all of you. I think you deserve all the respect.
Porque hay un patriota mexicano que ya pasó a mejor vida, pero él siempre decía, el respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz.
Because there is a patriot who already passed away, and he said, respect to the rights of someone else, it's peace.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Why won't Kevin quit? Because we're paying for him and he doesn't have to.
Those public speakers who have telephoned in.
You gotta fight for your right.
We are moving to the public speakers who have called in.
You guys ready for the next round?
Let's do this.
First speaker, what items would you like to speak on?
I'll speak on all available items and general public comment, please.
Hang on, speaker on the phone.
Sign says,
I literally
"Fuck
can't
KDL."
hear
Look at the
you.
bottom
so
sign.
the gentleman in the white mask and the glasses and the black in the aisle there, you've been warned. Madam Clerk, I recommend that we ask him to leave. He's disrupting the meeting yet again, and he's still disrupting it.
Yes, I am ordering you removed. The man in the black jacket and those glasses standing in the aisle with the white mask.
So thank you
Please
for...
leave per Council Rule 12. Thank you.
So you're still disrupting. You've been warned. You were asked to leave. You're not. You've ordered removed. You're subject to Rule 12, or you're disrupting pursuant to Rule 12, and you're subject to Rule 7. Please leave now.
Fuck you.
So I'm very sorry to the speaker on the phone. I couldn't hear you. Which items did you say you wanted to speak on? Oh, hold on. So, speaker, I'm sorry. Hang on. The gentleman shouting again. We won't be able to hear you.
Just one little binger to brighten up your day.
So he's the gentleman with the glasses and the white mask dressed in black is shouting all the way out.
He's shouting all the way up.
Okay, and he's still shouting.
Still shouting.
I understand you all met Tom.
So let's try this again. Is the speaker on the phone still there?
All right, guys.
Great. Which items would you like to speak on?
Don't apologize to me. I'd rather hear the public than hear you, corrupt people. I'd like to speak on all available items and general public comment, corrupt city official.
So absolutely. So you have 3 minutes for the items that I had listed out before, which were items 4, 18 through 33, and the reconsidered item, followed by a minute for
I gotta
general.
go grab a water, guys. Grab me one
So
second.
the
Give me
floor
one.
is yours. Please begin.
Thank
be
you,
right- one
corrupt
second.
city official. Good morning, public. Welcome, new members to the corrupt LA City circus of vote trading. All votes are yes votes. Although there is hope, Mr. Hernandez has already on day one called for 4 separate votes. There is hope. 18 and 19 is the existence of a COVID state of emergency. The emergency should always be listed in here is the city council corruption. Corruption. This is a corrupt institution of vote trading, and we're near a failed state. Listen to these people. They're shouting because they're not being heard.
That's cool.
Number 20, Rahman, provide a citizen pathway for thousands of Afghans. And how about the evacuate to U.S.? How about the Ukrainians? Well, how about the homeless people that are evicted from underpasses 17 by the butcher, Paul Koretz, just last Wednesday. How about some of that, Ramen? How about some cleaning up of our people? The 17 communities disrupted. They can't even have underpasses. Merry Christmas to them. 26 Dawson, Krikorian, $400 for inauguration of Karen Bass. How about $400 for the homeless, the 3 days that die on the streets of Los Angeles daily? You're a disgrace. This council should be disbanded. It is a criminal institution. 29, 30, 32, what a joke. These clowns, Krikorian and the rest of these clowns, are naming streets and bridges after themselves. Right. But they're evicting homeless people from under the bridges and underpasses. Disgrace to humanity. Farrell should be called, the public is voting, the butcher of Echo Park, or the Echo Park butcher. We're not sure which one yet. Koretz gets the award of the year. He walked out of here Wednesday, with $50 million public, while the public's being distracted with this Kevin De Leon crap. $100 million, $50 million for the Holocaust Museum, and another one for another facility in his West Side district. But not one word of discussion on this item. $100 million public.
You can go into general if you wish, Speaker.
One single word. Now, what do you call that? I call it a circus.
Speaker, it's on multimedia time. You can speak. Please turn off the music. Thanks.
You're gonna tell me I can't express myself the way I want to? That sounds like a violation of my rights. You will be getting.
Yeah,
that's right.
The sound drop.
Koretz, $100 million for his Holocaust Museum. Not one single word of discussion, public. Not one word. Let's say in contrast, Marquise Dawson won $10 million in luxury office funded for himself since he's been in office. $10 million. 1.5 million luxury office for himself, the black community, to take the black community's state EDD unemployment office, to take the black community's AFIBA center, cultural center. This is our representation, public. 50% of the homeless, 50% of the incarceration is a LA City circus and nothing more. Get it straight.
Okay, thank you, Speaker. Next speaker.
Next speaker. What items would you like to speak on?
He calls in a lot. I know his voice already. He calls in like every week, that dude. And I know why it hits him, because he always says the same thing, evicting him from the underpass.
Speaker, what items would you like to speak
all
on?
the time. Same guy. That was great, though.
Speak on all items in general public comment, please.
All items.
Sure. So you've got 3 minutes for
Man,
items.
all
4,
items.
18 through 33, and the item that is under reconsideration from the last meeting. So the floor is yours. Please begin.
Right. I'd like to start with a big fuck you to Kevin De Leon.
Boo!
You racist piece of shit. Get the fuck out of Los Angeles. It's, pretty amazing to watch this meeting and see the absolute farce going on with Holly and the city attorney Flunky pretending that they give a shit about public comment. We all know you're just checking the brown box. None of these city council members give a fuck about public comment. We can see that because they're not actually paying attention to anything that's being said.
That's right.
And because there was an LAPD enforced
Look at Madam
blacklist
Speaker
at the
up
door
there.
today for anyone who had dared to
Is she paying
exercise their
attention?
First Amendment rights in previous meetings, to call out the racist policies and actions of this council and its members. The absolute farce of business as usual that is happening here is a joke and an absolute embarrassment to our city.
They all
we
are
have a city
embarrassment
council where the
to our
perception
city.
of
All of
civility
them.
and decorum are prioritized over actually helping people, where clean streets are achieved with the suffering, blood, and lives of the poor. People have been bravely calling out Kevin DeLeon for his anti-black, anti-poor, anti-tenant policies long before these tapes became public. They didn't show us anything new. It peeled back the veneer that you have all been hiding behind for years. Hiding your murderous policies like 4118, murderous policies like peeling back eviction protection. It's really fucking disgusting. We know members like Monica Rodriguez, Paul Kokorian, the thankfully departed Perez would prefer to be able to continue behind this, thin fucking veneer of civility to pretend that somehow their policies are not the same policies as Kevin DeLeon. Because we can see it. We see it in what you do. Your work on the council is murderous. You are killing people and have been every day for years with your support for the LAPD, for the fucking pigs standing in the front of this meeting with their fucking stupid bald fucking heads and their guns, looking like little dipshits, trying to intimidate people. Fuck you. Fuck all
Speaker,
of you. That you would even allow Kevin DeLeon
I think you're off the items.
to show his face in this building is appalling.
So let's send you to general.
Appalling.
Wrap it up.
At what point will the violence that you all perpetrate through your policies year after year, day after day, and instead you just sit there, Paul Kokorian, having a little chat on the side while I'm talking, because he doesn't give a fuck. None of you give a fuck about what you have done to people through your policies and your own actions. And it's appalling. And now people are paying attention and they're showing up and you don't like it. Well, fucking get used to it. This will be every meeting, every day, all the time, going forward. Fuck all of you. Special fuck you to Paul Koretz for being such a piece of shit. And Kevin DeLeon, we will run you out of this city. Get fucked.
Quick vote in the chat room. Who's worse? The politicians that you know are scumbags that you know are going to do this shit, or the people that vote for them? The people or the politicians? Who's worse?
So this is, I'd like to speak on public comment. Can you hear me?
Sure. Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. You said you'd want to speak on general public?
The voters?
That's correct.
The
Okay,
politicians?
you have a minute. The floor is yours. Please begin.
Thank you.
Same.
I just wanted to respond
Both
to some of
the people.
arguments that were
People
made
are
in
worse.
support of Kevin DeLeon. I understand. I'm a CD14 resident as well. And the fact of the matter is that he isn't representing you. He isn't being an active participant contributing to city council deliberations. So to the extent that you are claiming that his removal would silence or suppress the voters in this district, you're incorrect. He's not participating in city council, and as you can see, his continued presence is causing havoc and chaos, and it's hurting the entire city, including CD14.
They don't need dead voters
all
here.
I have to say. Thank you.
This is a blue state through and through.
So next speaker.
Trust me, they don't need any help.
Next speaker. What items would you like to speak on?
That's why the opposition never gets in, ladies and gentlemen. There's too many of one side and not of the other, and there's no opposition. And when you have no opposition, this is what you get.
Speaker with the last four digits 1148. What items would you like to speak on?
Absolute power corrupts.
There's a speaker there with last digits 1148. Please press star 6 right away, or we'll have to move on to the next person. So you're not.
See? I just wanted you guys to see it in the chat room, what you all
Next
thought.
speaker. What items would you like to speak on?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How you been?
We're great. Which items would you like to speak on?
I'm Sean from Canoga Park. General public comment.
Absolutely. The floor is yours, Mr. Murphy.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the new. I want to welcome the new council members to the chambers. I like Karen Bass's idea of helping the homeless, and I don't see my old councilman there, Paul Kokorian. I hope his eyes are all right. They had no business using that mirror in his eye. If he goes blind, are you going to take? I hope he doesn't go blind. If he does. If he goes blind, legal action should be taken. I'm very upset with that. That was my old councilman, Kokorian. I am praying for him that his eyes are not bad. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, guys. Did I do that? Oh, sorry. I thought my camera
Next
was off.
speaker. What items would you like to speak on?
What a shill.
Hi, it's Rob Kwan. I'd like to speak on 2719 in general public comment.
Great. So you have 3 minutes for those items, followed by a minute for general. Please begin, Mr. Kwan.
Morning, Fable, and hang in there, Holly. This item, number 27, was seconded by Joe Buscaino on Friday. It goes to exemplify people in power are enabling Kevin De Leon instead of using what little leverage they have to actually force him out. You're aiding and abetting a racist. It's a giant middle finger to the public. That's right. And to go on top of that, he assaulted a member of the public, and we have a council member talking about protests being terrorism.
Opposition is terrorism.
How reminiscent it was of George Bush, where we were 20 years ago, where you're either with us or against us. Item 19 is on the local emergency, and COVID showed you don't care about the public. You canceled a third of your meetings for 2 years and cut public comment down 30 minutes. We saw an uprising met with really naked police brutality. You weren't with us, you were against us. And we see that again as you prioritize your vacations and hiring decisions over taking a principled stand against Kevin. It's really disgusting and honestly dispiriting. Zero solidarity with the public. That was quite clear last week as you exuberantly cheered along Paul Corrett telling the public to fuck off.
That's right.
No surprise, but the lack of solidarity with your colleague, Mike Bonin, on Friday. That's really just shameful and unforgivable. You know, we know you care about the family and not the public, and you didn't even care about that guy. For my general public comment, I'm truly stunned at the lack of spine around this horseshoe. The small cracks enabled by Joe, Monica, Tracy, Katie, and Paul signal to Kevin that he's making progress. You can't force Kevin to leave the floor, but he can't force you to act with him. Force him to give a silent filibuster. Force his lazy ass to actually hold the floor throughout the day. Show him there's no way around it. Postpone your recess. Call another special meeting if you want to get work done. Force him to go through the same miserable process every day.
She's on her phone right now.
You're showing us that
one in red.
despite having a new council, we still live in a city where the politicians aren't with us, but against us. I yield my time.
Notice how she's angry?
Thank you, Mr.
Doesn't pay attention to any caller until, look, now she's off her phone. Now it's time to work.
I would like to take 2 more virtual.
No, you don't,
Next
bitch.
speaker.
Get back on your
What items
phone.
would you like to speak on?
Get back to the text. Don't tell me you didn't see her phone right there.
Please.
Sure,
You lying
The
cunt.
floor is yours. Please begin.
Thank you.
Don't you play me, bitch.
I lived in District 14, and I voted for Kevin Gillian. I'm a proud Democrat, and I am very, very upset that he is allowed to even continue to be a Democrat in this city. I encourage every single one of you, including our new elected mayor, Mayor Bass, to make sure that the city charter
Where is she?
is changed.
Where's Bass? Where is she? Day 2, already missing work.
Is eliminated.
Sounds about right.
He has not done his job from day one. He has allowed senior citizens to lay in bed bug infested beds for months, and he knew about it, and he did nothing. Kevin DeLeon is a disgrace to the city, and this is the reason why people are yelling. This is the reason why people are interrupting you guys.
How'd you know?
This is the reason that this will continue until that moron is gone.
Moron, you voted for that fucking moron, you idiot. It's your fucking fault.
Next speaker. What item?
You're the moron who votes for the morons. They don't get there by themselves. They don't vote themselves in. They only get one vote to vote themselves in. Motherfucker, wake up.
2 minutes for
You're
those
the moron
followed by
too.
a minute for general. Please begin.
Okay, this is MJ King. I'm a District 14 resident.
Got what you deserve, motherfucker.
KDL should not be able to author agenda items for a council he does not participate. He's been on a paid vacation for the last 2 months. No apologies, no communication with constituents, just excuses. You went on CNN, KDL, and said, that is not who I am. This is exactly who you are, Kevin. Participating in city planning steeped in anti-blackness, anti-Semitism, anti-Indigenous, homophobia, and violence. Violent speech that was clearly a forewarning. All of that anti-blackness wasn't enough. You assaulted a black community member over the weekend. This is exactly who you are. There is no do better. There was only resign. As a CD14 resident, I was shaken to the core when I viewed that video. Physically assaulting a community member can never happen. And this was preventable. KDL should have resigned after his reprehensible racist city planning was revealed. Y'all called for his resignation, and you continue to make excuses for him. This council is illegitimate until it stops excusing KDL's dangerous behavior. Kevin De Leon must resign. And Monica Rodriguez, doubling down on your terrorist comment, you know the history and how detrimental it is to carelessly throw such labels on a black man in this country. You are shameful and not worthy of representing this city. We should be welcoming Councilmember Hernandez and Soto Martinez today. Instead, KDL hijacked this meeting once again, marching in elders in the community and using them as props. Shameful. Stop locking people out of chambers. Stop kicking folks out of the meeting. This is a result of your own inaction. Kevin De Leon must resign. Stop making excuses for his inexcusable behavior. The only reason I see you making excuses for him are based on this council's reaction and celebration of Caress telling community members, fuck you. That tells us that you hate your constituents when you applaud and cheer for him to tell his residents, fuck you.
And you can go to general.
You kissed him on the cheeks like you're part of some incest cult.
Pull his
Shame
cock
on
out
you.
and they all kissed it.
You
I
are
told
making
you.
excuses,
Mushroom
KDL,
stamping.
Because you want the same excuse made for you when you assault the community members that you disagree with. It is your job to hear public feedback, whether you like it or not. Kevin De Leon must resign. These meetings are illegitimate until we have a member that represents us in CD14.
Yeah.
Are you done, Speaker?
Are you done?
Sounds like it. All right, Madam Clerk, that was the second speaker.
Okay, that concludes public comment. I am now closing public comments on all items.
Great.
Madam Clerk, what's before us?
Oh, they're going to start to raise hell.
President.
It has been the tradition of the City Council to conduct the election of the Council President by a voice vote conducted in alphabetical order, and we are prepared to proceed in this fashion. As the Council Clerk calls your name, please state the name of the council member you are voting for to be the President of the City Council, effective today, December 13th, 2022.
How many couches from 1970 had to die to make that code?
Paul Krikorian.
I mean, really, did she cut up a couch from
Dawson.
1970 and
Paul
make a
Krikorian.
coat out of it?
Hernandez.
What was that?
Paul Krikorian.
What is that?
Paul Krikorian.
Jesus, mother H.
Krikorian.
I'm wearing headphones, motherfucker.
Krikorian.
Relax.
Lee.
Galuchian, get up there.
McCosker.
Paul Krikorian.
Park.
Paul Krikorian.
Price.
Paul Krikorian.
Rahman.
Paul Krikorian.
Rodriguez.
Paul Krikorian.
Soto Martinez.
Paul Krikorian.
Yaroslavsky.
Paul Krikorian.
13 votes for Councilmember Paul Krikorian.
Mr. Krikorian, congratulations. You have in a unanimous vote, and I gratefully yield the floor back to you.
A unanimous vote again. Why do we even vote? Why do we even vote? We knew what the vote would be, you fucking moron. Get your phone and get the fuck off of my podium, bitch. Because we pay for that motherfucking podium. It ain't yours. And you better fucking remember that when you go home, you cunt. Now let's hear from the next fucking clown. What do you got to say, Galuchian?
This morning.
Let's hear it.
And thank you very much, members. I'm going to have a couple comments, but before I do, I would like to bring us to the next item, which is before us, which is the election of the Council President Pro Tem. So if we can go ahead and begin the roll call on the election of the Council President Pro Tem.
Too early.
Blumenfield.
Curran
like
Price.
Fuck
Price.
that.
De Leon. Harris Dawson.
Mr. Price.
Hernandez. Mr. Price.
Hey, he's a piece of shit like all the rest of them. They all
Curran
are.
Price.
Not one good person
Krikorian.
up there. Trust you.
Curran
Trust me.
Price.
Not one.
Lee.
Curran Price.
McCosker.
Curran Price.
Park.
Curran Price.
Price.
Curran Price.
Rahman.
Curran Price.
Rodriguez.
Price.
Current price from the new ninth.
Soto Martinez.
Price.
Curran Price.
Yaroslavsky.
Price.
Curran Price.
13 votes for Councilmember Price.
Oh, what a fucking shocker. What an absolute shocker. Councilmember Price, pull out your cock, let everybody kiss the tip of it, and give everybody a quick mushroom stamp.
Thank you very much, members. And with that, we have reorganized the council with 5 new members.
And you get a
with
stamp.
our
And you get a
newly
stamp.
elected council leadership. And I'm very excited about the prospects that we have before us now, members. I'm delighted to welcome all 5 of our new members. Very much this is a time when our city is facing unprecedented challenges, when City Hall is facing unprecedented challenges, when we've had a crisis of confidence in this city government. And so your election to this council, the beginning of the Karen Bass administration, gives us a new opportunity, I think, to really reset and to begin
Where is she?
With a different kind of approach to
Day
governing
one.
the city.
Already missing word.
This is not traditionally the newly elected council president makes a long speech. I'm not going to do that.
Thank
this is
you.
not the time for speeches.
Thank God.
This is the time for us to join arms, as Mayor Bass said yesterday.
the fuck
it's the
outta
time for us
here.
to join arms, realize that we don't have to agree to each other in order to work together. We have to move forward for the best interest of the people, and the interest of the people will be served by this council, and it will not be shut down by people who express anger over what we're doing. We will continue. You do, sir, have a
Why
right to
did I
be
get
angry,
boned?
but you don't have a right to stop this meeting, and you will not. So with that, we are ready to get to
You mean just
work,
living here?
members. So I'd like to
I'm used to it.
first give Mr. Price an opportunity to say a few words if you'd like, and then we'll proceed.
If that's what you meant.
Well, first of all, thank you, Mr. President. I certainly appreciate
Damn,
the
it's still got like
conference.
7 fucking layers
Very
on.
Important.
I mean, I know it's
time
cold here.
for
Got
all
a
of us
jacket, a
coming off
sweater,
the cusp
a
of the inauguration
shirt,
of our first
undershirt.
black woman to be the mayor in our
damn.
city. Certainly a historic. And equally momentous as we welcome our newest council colleagues, Councilwoman Hernandez, Councilwoman Yaroslavsky, Councilwoman Tracy Park, Councilman Hugo Martinez, and Tim McCosker. And so we are excited about that. Yes, this is a new dawn in a new council. Today, we take another huge
New
step
council.
towards achieving greater equity.
Sure.
And I couldn't be more proud. With 6 women on the council, our first woman to hold the office of city attorney and our first woman to hold the office of mayor, that's a big statement. We set a precedent for the rest of the world that actually happened. These leaders have set their trails ablaze, breaking barrier after barrier, and so I'm just so proud to be a part of this process.
It's funny how it's always about breaking barriers and never about hiring the best person for the job.
Operation, and so we are in for quite a ride. And I'm
whatever, and whoever that person may be.
Crises from homelessness to housing, to the environment and public safety. I think in a cooperative, collaborative way, the road to healing will be long and uneven, but our faith is unshakable, and together, I'm confident that we'll get there. As Mayor Bass said, this is our time, and also our council president said, a time to lock arms and move forward as one. And so, Mr. President, I look forward to the opportunity of working with all of us to make that happen.
Well, you mean diversity as long as they're within one group and not the other. Because you know there's only one group in here. That's why you got 13 votes for all the same people.
Madam Clerk, where does that leave us?
So I'm guessing that's what you meant.
The council may now vote on items 1 through 2, 5 through 9, 11, 13, 15 through 16, 18, 20 through 26, 28 through 31, and 33.
Very good. Those matters are now before us. If there are no questions, comments, or further discussion, let's go ahead and open the roll.
I'm telling you, I just wait for roll, and then it starts to get all quiet and just go.
Let's next?
Oh, everybody's
The
here.
first item called special was number 4 by Councilmember Hernandez.
Especially next to the person. And if someone's
All right,
wearing a
and
mask
that
next to me, I'm
amendment
definitely
has been
farting their way
circulated,
for
as I
sure.
understand it.
And you know
I'll
they
be
smell it
referring
through the mask too.
amendment To committee for consideration to the Budget and Finance
Mask
Committee.
ain't helping that. Oh, you're gonna
If there's
smell
no
it through the
objection.
mask.
Okay, seeing none.
How can you
let's
can smell a
proceed
smell a
with
fart through a
that
mask, but
matter
you
is
worried
referred
about
to
it
Budget and
saving
Finance
your
Committee.
life from a
We can
deadly
proceed with the
disease.
vote on
Okay.
item 4.
Okay. This is
Go ahead,
Taco
make the
Tuesday.
roll.
We'll be live tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Close the roll.
Unless there's a
Tabulate
chase
the
earlier.
votes.
Oh, we got a. Let's see. Tablet. Oh, we got a no.
Wise one, no.
Hernandez, fucking hang him on a light
Okay,
pole. Who is she?
that'll
Who
take us
is he?
next to item number 10.
There was a no. Who is that? Who are they?
Is that
Yes,
right,
called
Madam
special
Clerk?
for a separate vote by
I
Councilmember
need to
Hernandez.
know. They're not
Okay,
talking to
so items
after
10,
the meeting.
12, 17, and 27 were all called special for separate votes. So let's take those in order. Item number 10, let's open the roll. Close the roll and tabulate the votes.
Farts are fire. Hernandez again and Soda Martinez. Oh boy, you're both in
Okay.
trouble. Oh, here we go. What's going on?
All right,
Oh,
this meeting will be in a 10-minute recess.
Oh, he couldn't take it. Hold on. Where? She took it. She took it forever. You couldn't take it for like fucking 5 minutes. I'm walking out. Oh, I've got to walk out now. All right, guys. So they're going to be taking a 10-minute recess. We're going to put it to the scanner and hear what your beautiful city is going on, all the crime that's popping off now. Since they're doing such fantastic work here, you're going to listen and see what kind of fantastic work they're doing and seeing what kind of crime pops up or doesn't. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, back to the panic room, JD. Yeah, Steve, I mean, that's why I show it. It just gets crazy. It's complete comedy. It really is. It's a clown show. It really is. It's just all for show to make it seem like they're doing something for us. They're wasting our dollars every single day. I mean, you had a bunch of racists, a few left and decided to leave because they didn't want to take the heat. One stayed and said, you know what? Fuck you. You guys, meaning myself, who's talking, and whoever's watching in California, or Los Angeles rather, is help paying for this motherfucker's, his money.
He never treated domestic violence, immature, and independence.
We're paying for his.
Ninja, outstanding 45 years, blue jacket, orange shirt, code 2 in 1861 or 1723.
You know, we're paying his bills.
Latino Fulton woman, LaBrand Jefferson on the southeast corner in front of the dental office. Suspect is female, black, late 20s to early 30s, wearing all black, going in and out of the lanes of traffic. History incident 1863 or D312.
All right, got somebody in the street hanging out. Shout out to the streetwalkers. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just wild. So he just said, fuck you guys. I'm going to stay here. You're going to pay for it. I'm still going to have I'm thinking that's what it was. Is more like a pension thing. Like if he leaves early, he doesn't get the pension of some sort. I would think it's something like that. So, yeah. And we'll end up paying for him and his family to live nicely for the rest of their lives or being a piece of shit. But again, I don't feel so bad because, like I said, all the people that are coming in and acting holier than thou and getting all angry and woke, they always call him a white supremacist, but the man's not white. So I take offense to that as a white man. I take offense to that. When there's somebody of another race being racist, call them out for what they are. They're a racist of other skin. There are racists of all types. Asians, blacks, whites, and Latinos. Okay? Okay? All kinds of people can be racist. Anybody can be racist. So don't go and have somebody of another color be racist and then you call them a white supremacist. Call them a brown supremacist then. That's all. That's what you call them. But you know why he can't call them that? You know why? Because they made fun of their own people too. They literally were making fun of their own people. There was a lot of Latino hate in those audio messages. And I say to you, I saw 2 Latinos come up there and speak from the heart and support him, which I think is odd. But I also know that those are probably, church-going people, and they feel, nobody's perfect, as we know. and they feel like maybe they just made a mistake and that's that. And I'll support them because, people make mistakes and maybe they're better now, and then there's the others that, hey, you did it. That's that. I need you gone, right? So, you have a balance of both, and I can't get, you have zero opposition. You have zero. They're shutting down the only opposition that they've got in the room, and that is the same people that voted for them, ladies and gentlemen. I wish it was like a law or a rule that to go in there and talk or call in and talk, at the end of the thing, you had to tell them who you voted for. That's it. Just tell me what side you voted for. So that way, when you're crying, just laugh at you real quick before you go. So that way you remember, get salty, put some salt in that wound. You need it. You need salt pushed in your wound right now. You do. And I know what you're saying. Well, that's not very nice. It's not getting us anywhere. Well, it is. Because at some point you'll learn to change. And at some point, states across the board will learn that you cannot have any state fully run by one side or the other. It needs to be 50-50 even. And I know what you're saying. Well, they're going to fight all day. Well, we got to figure something out. Because again, absolute power corrupts absolutely. I didn't make that statement. It was made a long time ago. I don't forget the individual who made it. But there you go. There's a reason they said it. And it's true as fuck. You know what I mean? And don't vote. It's like, it doesn't really help either. Again, I'm in a state where it doesn't matter if you're from the opposite side because you're going to get avalanched. Makes no difference. It's such a steep hill to climb. Nothing's gonna get us over that hump. You know what I mean? To even it out. And like I said, I don't think the other side's the answer, but I could tell you it's probably been, I'm trying to think. It's been no bullshit. I think like 20 years. I'm guessing about 20 years since the other side ran this state that I'm sitting in. 20 years. It's been a long time. So, and I think there should be term limits. So that way you don't have anybody, good or bad. So, let's just say we all agreed on the same person. He or she was supposed to be really good and they didn't turn out to be that way. That happens, right? We know it happens. So that way the term limit can get them out of that seat. You know what I mean? And they're not stuck there for 20 years or 10 years or whatever. I think that's really important too. I just think that, it's the lopsidedness in some states is just, it's ridiculous. And we, as the citizens in these certain states, in these little cities, fall victim to all of it. We have to deal with the homelessness that they don't care about. They're not getting their house shit in front of. Trust me.
No. PD Frost Middle School located at 12314 Bradford Place is currently under lockdown. For additional clearance, consider 1883.
School on lockdown? Must be something happened next to the school there. They might be looking for a suspect or something. So, it just, real, but I'm not, Mike, I'm just talking a little bit about California because I'm here, but it's not just California. I'm talking about every state across this country. Shouldn't be ran by either side solely. It just shouldn't. Like I told you, we should really get rid of both sides. No more donkeys, no more elephants, complete across the board. Save all that money. We as the people have to get out and fucking vote. That's it. And you have to get your ID, get out there and vote with your ID, as unfortunate as it may be. Because like I said, if I go to Dodger Stadium and I need to get the tickets at will call, gotta have my ID. If I had to get my backstage pass to the Deftones concert, they're going to tell you, go to artist will call, but you're going to need your ID. If I wanted to get on an American Airlines flight and just go to fucking Las Vegas, which is 47 minutes from where my fat ass is sitting right now, I'd have to show my ID. It's just really fucking simple. In fact, to drive a car, you must have your driver's license on you. You could actually technically get arrested if they wanted to be an asshole for you driving without your license in your pocket. And I get why they don't want it.
Staff members, no weapon seen. Code 2 incident 1847
Threatening to shoot.
Harbor Unit, landlord tenant dispute, restraining order violation, 653 West 17th Street. In the apartments to the rear of the location, suspect is the landlord, female white, elderly, wearing hat, glasses, plaid shirt, maroon pants, has a red cane. code 2 incident 1889 RD 563.
A landlord fight.
An extra minute. I have my two friends. They take your testicles and remove them through your anus.
Oh, landlord fights. Yes, landlord fight. So again, I just say that, again, it's really simple, and I get why these people don't want to do it because it's a way to manipulate voting. And again, it's what was it? I think it was in what was that movie? Gangs of New York. Or no, who actually said that quote? I'm trying to think of this quote. They said that, it's not the votes that count; it's the person who counts the votes that counts. You know what I mean? The people that are counting the votes that count, not the votes that are coming in. Keep counting. I remember they were doing it for vote Tammany. You know what I mean? It started back in the day, Gangs of New York, vote Tammany. They were in there trying to give you a piece of bread fresh off the boat, okay, from whatever country you came, just to lure you in to give you that vote. And they did it this year. We saw it at the border.
Investigation 2306 Thomas Street at Gates Early Elementary School.
Stalin did it?
Okay.
Okay.
Principal, Monte Commons for further code 2 incident 1898 RD 424.
Stalin quote. There you go. Yeah, so that's how I say it's wild, just to see what's going on. And they're bribing you. They're bribing the people every day that are coming here across the border for free, as you see it. It's not happening. We see it. We're watching it. We're watching thousands a night come through that border for free, and all of them knew exactly where they were and where they were going, and we already know the story, okay? And then they got sent, some of them, to Martha Vineyard, and they couldn't even deal with them for 24 hours before they sent them back, right? Not even 24 hours when they sent them to Martha's Vineyard, they sent them right back out. Okay, so we know it's going on. It's not if, it's we know. We know. Okay, so it's been happening for a long time, and it's happening right now. And that is my opinion, that they absolutely, positively, 100% are buying their votes, allowing people to just walk through the borders and flooding the borders with their voters. It's totally what I think. Call me crazy, call me what you want. But I've never seen that in my lifetime. And we've had presidents from both sides. Okay? So I don't want to hear it's a this side or that side. I've seen both sides here in my lifetime. Quite a few different ones. On both sides. Of both sides. And never seen that before in my life.
Well, for Church 235 South Hoover Street, code 2 incident 800 or 19?
Never in my life. And they just, and you know it's real because they're completely obtuse about it. They don't say anything about it. They don't do anything about it. Beautiful Venice Beach, guys. Venice Beach Hotel. Go stay by the bay at Venice Beach Hotel. That's where I go when I go stay by the bay. Venice Beach Hotel. So again, this is my opinion. Not anything you need to believe. I just say that it's something we saw many nights here on certain streams. Joe, First Responders Media, went down there and showed us live that it was happening. We saw it many nights. Not was like he didn't pull up one dime for 10 minutes and was out. No. Spent about a week or so, maybe a little more there. Saw his streams every night, plus somebody else's stream was out there too. So, and what's sad is the streams we didn't watch that I now see up of a lot of homeless, immigrants that have come into the country that are now homeless in like El Paso in Texas, border towns, where they got over the border. I guess for whatever reason, they haven't got to where they're going yet. So now there's large, like rows of them on the street. And then you see these church groups pulling up in vans, giving them water and granola bars and stuff like that, toiletries, toothbrush, a little bit of toothpaste, things to get by, your essentials. And it's sad as fuck. Little kids sitting there on a little thing playing with each other with their little two toys that they got. It's a sad deal. So I get it. They didn't have a great life over there, so you brought them here. And now what? It's not fair to them. They're pawns, man. And so many people, you're just being mean to not letting them in. Well, I'm not opposed to legal immigration. What you've done is also spit in the face.
8330 Haskell Avenue, Unit 105, Code 2, incident 1913, RD 1799.
Dead body.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
You know, you spit in the face of all the people that have come here and have taken naturalization classes and done everything they were supposed to do. Learn the language.
Transit ambulance overdose 673 South Alvarado Street in the rear parking of the train station.
By jumping ahead.
The female. Good to incident 1915 RD 245.
You know, I look at it as this. We're all in a big food line. And everybody's hungry. And you had these people that waited really long and did everything they did and weren't unruly and did everything they were asked, jumped through every hoop. And are good people that weren't from this country originally and are just coming here for a better life for them and their families. And now they got in their face. Hold on a sec, motherfucker. They're hungry. Let them go ahead of you. Who gives a shit if by the time they're done, there ain't nothing left for you? I take offense to that. I do. And every person that's a naturalized citizen or going to be should take offense to that too. They really should. They absolutely, positively should. Nobody, you're not good enough to be jumping the line. Nobody is. You wait your fucking turn. And that's it. You want to come in? That's okay. I'm okay with it. But come in the right way. You don't come in the middle of the night with your whole family with a handout from some side telling you to do this and that. Here's your plane ticket and a few bucks. No. Missing the fact that living homeless in El Paso is a significant upgrade. Ron, I get it, but again, it's not a significant upgrade to our economy. Do you understand that the Texas taxpayers are going to have to pay for those people? Do you realize that? And all of us, your taxes are going to go to feeding these people? Do you realize that? I guess you don't realize that. Like I didn't realize what you were saying, Ron. You didn't realize what I just told you. And to me, that's bigger. And especially when I have tons of homeless, 60% of the homeless in this country are in my state. And how many war veterans, how many veterans that were fighting for our country didn't get shit while they were doing it, came back, got spit in their face, and got nothing. But people that are here need the handout first? That's not right. That's not right. I don't give a fuck. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't ratio. Tell me what a base. Call me whatever you need to call me. Okay? That's how I motherfucking feel. You give them you prop them up first. They did something great for our country. Not motherfucking good. Great. Okay? And that's how I fucking feel. And enough of them getting spit in their face. So when everybody's good, when all the American families are good and there's nobody homeless, and let's start bringing them in. Let's go.
Vehicle RO standing by is now a possible GTA suspect. Now code to incident 3510 Smilex Street. Incident 1620 area 2019.
There we go. I mean, it's just, yeah, man. That's all I'm sorry that I'm and you know what? I'm not sorry that I'm prideful for my country. I love this country. We live in the best country ever. We do. And we also live in a place that, anybody can come here and thrive. I always have I always hear this bullshit that, it's so racist, it's this, it's that. Well, how come so many minorities come here and fucking thrive? And then give me another country where minorities thrive more than this country that I'm sitting in of the United States. Tell me. I'd like to know, because I don't know. Maybe I've missed it. Maybe I just haven't woken up yet. But that's the way I look at it. Thriving. The ones who don't thrive are the crybabies. And it doesn't matter. There's crybabies of all races. Trust me. There's lazy fucks of all races. But they put the race card in there. So you stop looking at their laziness.
Temple is now a kidnapped victim of a human trafficking. Vehicle was last seen westbound on Temple from Alameda. A dark gray Mercedes license 5 George King William 867, 5 George King William 867. Driver is Hispanic, 40 years, heavy set, short hair, light colored blue jacket, and blue jeans. City units, possible 10 up in Pepper Central 47. Suspect vehicle is a white Jeep.
So we have a
for male black is now allowing Pierre out of the vehicle. Pierre is now on Hooper and 53. It's code 31925 1353. Stand for additional.
How's about back-to-back kidnappings? One that's human trafficking, which, that sometimes happens to illegal aliens. Sometimes illegal aliens come into this country and they're forced to work off debts to bring them in. So that was the first one. It's funny how we just talk about that shit and it motherfucking pops up.
Speak of the devil, and they shall appear.
And then the second one, a boyfriend not letting his girlfriend out the car, and I'm guessing she's calling and saying, hey, this motherfucker ain't letting me out the car. So there you go, another domestic violence call. Middle of the fucking day. What time is it? Not even fucking middle, it is noon. Middle of the day, I guess. Yeah, so I mean, it's, again, everybody loves to be the heartwarming story. I get it. A lot of these people are fantastic, people that just want a better life, and I'm great with that, but do it the right way. It's so dangerous what they're doing, bringing their families over in caravans and with coyotes, and like, dude, it's dangerous as fuck. The women are getting taken advantage of, and I mean, we just see the
Hollywood Unit ambulance overdose 5220 Lankershim Boulevard, code Q incident 1931 or 1548.
yeah, they'll be back any moment here. And it's a sad deal, man. And I get it. The desperation is going to make you, is going to make you do anything. You're desperate for your family to get better. Let's go to, look, there's the train in Japan. Live at the Shibuya Crossing here, guys. Good old Tokyo. So that's just the way I see it, man. Sad deal. We all got the blueprint. Yeah, that's it, Nasty. And people from other states that are homeless come here. They make their way on trains and a quick bus ticket, whatever, to get them here because they know it's a gravy train. And why did the people in the suit and ties in the meetings that we were just watching hang out so long? Because they know the gravy train is fat. The gravy bowl is big. We have the 4th largest economy in the fucking world. We're bigger than most countries in this state. That's how big California is when it comes to all the taxation. Highest tax rates for everything across the board.
Traffic units at 26TL15, 26TL15. MSGUA traffic 1675 suicidal 1675 suicidal for 3, incident 1937 or it's 1008.
A car accident? Yeah, it's just, again, so they know there's a big pot, a lot of dirty fingers in there, swirling around, grabbing in the pot. And that's why they hang out. They grift the shit off of it, That is true, because they squander the money, Oscar.
Boulevard and 105 Freeway to 16750 Santa Street.
What's for lunch? I don't know yet. That's a good question. I had Chick-fil-A yesterday.
39 Street, 39, your first team woman at Burlington 6th Street is now going to be code 3. Suspect jumped in front of a vehicle and then an MTA bus. MTA is also responding.
So it did
code 3 incident 1914 or 2247.
So they hit him? Didn't sound like they hit him. He jumped in front of a car and then a bus. Did he get hit? Didn't sound like she said that he got hit. But they did ask for a fire department. So I'm assuming he got hit. Taco Burrito Tuesday? We can have Taco Tuesday. We could totally do that. We can do that. A little, hold on. It was J-Lo, right? His hand was J-Lo, wasn't it? That was one of the greatest South Parks, man.
Southwest Unit, AEW suspect 602 and a half.
I know, Jules, they're scared.
The suspect vehicle is a black Nissan, license 8.
People are pissed.
Edward 757.
Look.
Suspect is a female, black, wearing a black beanie and black
I'm
and white
holding you out.
shirt, armed with a bat. Monitor comments, go to incident 1943 or 398.
Trust me, as soon as it switches, I definitely would send it back to you,
Oh my God! Deep to right field.
Got a bat.
Way up there and way out of here.
Any Topanga Unit 415 woman 5430 Topanga Canyon Boulevard at the Bank of America. Suspect's a transient female, white, 40 years, green jacket, gray sweatpants, shouting and attempting to vandalize the property. It's code 2 1946 or 2187.
Transient causing problems at the bank?
Oh, Jesus, what's that smell, man?
That'd be the transient. Yeah, they're just scared. Because we said 10 minutes. We know it's been 10 minutes. Again, I just didn't want you to stare at this same fucking screen, so I figured let's watch a little live shot from Tokyo. See if we can see an American car. Looks pretty cold, like freezing cold. Everybody's bundled up, beanies on, big jackets. Street looks like frosty. So yeah. And the second it pops back, we'll go back to it. But yeah, I mean, they get scared and they think they can go and get all these people out in just 10 minutes, and probably they're pushing back, and they don't want you to see that. And that's what I'm telling you. No.
Anytime traffic in CPI traffic, Lomita and Normandy. CPI is sanitation truck, code 2 incident 1948, RD 513.
Someone slammed into a fucking trash truck. So yeah, they don't want people to see it. And I told you, if you watch the news this morning or go on any news sites, you'll see how many were there. There was a lot of people protesting with signs and everything. They were fucking angry this morning outside, and they hadn't been that angry in a bit. And remember, because we watched the meeting last Friday, right? And then that next day, he got into that fucking fight.
53 in Hooper on Friday, Joe.
Or maybe it was Tuesday, and then he got in the fight Wednesday. And then, yeah, now he's finally showing up, and they have all the video of the fight. You can see it. It's there. Protesters in his face, and all of a sudden he's trying to choke the fucking dude out. And, it's fucking funny. So, yeah, I mean, there's just, a lot of bullshit going on, and they just, all in all, they just don't want to get to the problem. And the problem is they protect each other, and they should all been wiped clean. The entire council should have been wiped clean. If you ask me, it's my opinion. I don't care if you need them all to be Democrats because that's what they want and have. That's fine. Put all new ones. Okay? And then when those next ones do it, I'm going to tell you, look, here we go again. Okay? I'll be the first one. I'm going to be right there to tell you. Okay? And everyone's like, why don't you just move? I don't just move. I'm going to be the thorn in your side, motherfucker. I was born and raised here. And that's what they want. They want you to conform and think that they're just the boss. That's it. You shut up, and that's that. I'm telling you. I'm ordering you. You ordering nobody, motherfucker. And you want to go outside and see if you talk to me like that, I guarantee you goddamn won't. They ain't going to be ordering nobody in the street. It was just me in the chamber, and I was just trying to keep things quiet so I could hear you. Trust. That's exactly what's going to happen. THC Jack, we're watching middle of the night in Tokyo here. We were watching the LA City Council meeting with these, they're all a bunch of pussies, and that's it. And they won't come back for right now. We're waiting any moment now. But I can smell the
pussy.
Units center sign Rover 209. 20296 been activated. Rover 20296.
I love it. I get an alert on my phone. Long-awaited Avatar sequel getting mixed reviews. No shit, Captain Obvious. Hasn't somebody been telling you all they do is zero originality? Fucking sequels are garbage. Shit. God. Failure after fucking failure. How long is it till they just stop making movies? How long? Okay. And on top of it, you guys were already reeling, which they didn't realize. The writers are just non-existent almost. The actors are fucking thinned out. Okay. It's almost non-existent. And then you started the woke movement. You crammed the woke movement. Most people had two parents that were good parents, taught us right from wrong. We didn't need your woke advice, your bullshit. So then you just shot yourself in the foot and killed yourself. So now you don't realize that you're dead man walking. You're dead man walking. Which one was that? What movie was that? Fucking The Green Mile? Is that Green Mile? Dead man walking. I think it's Green Mile. Probably not, but that's it. They don't realize it. They don't even realize it right now. They're so busy inside of their own asshole that they don't realize it. It wasn't HBO. It wasn't HBO because I don't watch that show. Dead Man Walking was something. It was Green Mile. Okay, yeah. Thank you, sis. Okay, yeah. And they don't realize it. They don't realize it. They're live. They're fine. But they're not. And they think they are. They think they're just doing hot shit.
Penny Topanga and a battery just occurred 22919 Ventura Boulevard. Suspect is an employee. Female agent. No further. Code 2 is 01960 already 2173.
You know, we need Fast and Furious 27. You know what I mean? Fucking Vin Diesel's now fucking 98. We're watching his great grandson fucking race Teslas. The fuck out of here. Turbo boost, go. And that's what they got for you. That's their big seller. Fucking Fast and Furious 28. And look, I can only blame the people that go and watch it, because they wouldn't be putting that shit out if they weren't making any money off of it.
That is correct.
See, even fucking Darth agrees. Okay? Enough watching the goddamn fat. Can we put that one to bed, guys? Just please. Car guys. I'm right here with you. Car guys. Come on, man. I'm with you. If anybody's a car guy, I'm a car guy. I was out after the first one. Okay? You know, enough of watching 300 horsepower fucking Volkswagens with too many stickers on them. It's not impressive. You know, every car needs a bottle. Bottles are for babies. Okay? Enough. Hollywood, you can come up with a new car series that's not Fast and Furious. It's not a spin-off from fucking... Dude, this is the fucking crew from fucking Fast and Furious, and now it's called the Demons. Like, yeah, we don't need that. Have some fucking originality. And Hollywood, seriously, shoot me a couple mil. I guarantee you I'll shoot you a couple ideas. You can write the script, because it doesn't matter. The acting's terrible anyways. So, I mean, let's be honest with that. That really doesn't matter. You just need the idea, and apparently you're really lacking ideas. So, there is that. And, yeah, again, still, the second that changes, again, this is on my other screen, so I'm watching it for you, so you guys don't have to stare at that same stupid screen. At least you can see some cool sights and funny cars or whatever in Japan. So, yeah, we'll give it another 10 minutes. If they don't come back, well, I'll just hop off. I mean, I don't know what else to do. But, yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, how about a new Lowriders? Just totally down. And give me a whole new movie about lowriders. Like, let's do it. I'm fucking okay with it. You know, it's original. It's still car-based. You know, I don't know. Something. Off-roading, mudding. There's so many facets to cars. You know, but, yeah. You know, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can make another movie like, what was the one? Ford versus Ferrari. That was a good little movie. Again, about a true story, about American history. You know? Was it that hard? Was it that fucking hard? Is it that hard to think of somebody else, you know, that's big in the car industry? Make a movie about John DeLorean, like a legit movie. Dude did a lot. I understand that he was wrapped up in a little coke, but that would just make it more Hollywood. That the fool was selling kilos to fucking to build his cars. Wouldn't that be a perfect story? Where's the John DeLorean fucking story? The dude created the Pontiac GTO. The dude created the Trans Am. Dude was one of the biggest American car designers in our history. He made the DeLorean. Sure, he put a V6 piece of shit engine in it. Fuck, John. But he was at least trying to sell coke in order to fund it to get what he wanted and do it all in his own way. So that's all I'm saying, man. Yeah, I just think it's so easy. It's so easy about, I mean, dude, that would be an instant story, instant fucking hit. You know, John DeLorean. I really would. I mean, there's just so many. I mean, there's a lot of people, you know, that in the car industry, you know. I mean, not that I really want to see something about Lee Iacocca, but I guarantee you, even if you made a movie about Lee Iacocca, who was pivotal with many different companies, you know, a pioneer, whether you like him or not. Dude created that stupid fucking Chrysler minivan, that Town and Country, the minivan, saved Chrysler single-handedly. Okay, Chrysler was down the goddamn toilet if it weren't for fucking Lee Iacocca. You know what I mean? They was down the toilet, son. They hired Lee, changed it all. So, I mean, I'm just saying there's so much you could do. Yeah, I'll be on line tonight. American Graffiti. Yeah, even something more like that. That's fine too. Don't make a American Graffiti fucking 3 in 2022. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Make a whole setting in that same era, you know, a period piece, of course, you know, set back in time, but not the same. I don't want to see Cannonball Run again. I love Cannonball Run. Okay, they only should have made one, realistically. They fucked it up by making another one. But I get why they did it, because it had a ton of success. You know what I mean? It's really not that fucking hard. I mean, dude, they have the gumball. The gumball is the cannonball. Where do you think they got the gumballs from? It's a bite off the cannonball. That's what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. There's no originality, no nothing, but it's all right there in their fucking face. But yet they're just so quick to cut and paste because that last thing had a little push to it, little love. Not to say Avatar, that was the original point of all this, didn't have a little love. It had a lot of love. I don't understand it, don't get it, thought it sucked. I mean, I don't know. I'm not that kind of, not into all that super CGI bullshit, but well, it got mixed reviews. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it another 5 minutes. I'll blast one more out, and then I'm out of here. Because they're still on it. They're scared of the peeps. They can't clear the room. That's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, NASCAR movie would be fantastic. Like how they made it with Brian France Jr. and all them, you know, and all, you know, you get, you know, Richard Petty and all the big ones, you know.
211 suspect.
So much there.
Washington Boulevard,
So much.
Application suspect is male, black, 20s, gray shirt, gray jeans on a skateboard, loitering and harassing the patrons. The suspect assaulted an employee and stole items approximately 2 days ago. This is in 1983 or 1313.
Old skaters, always up to no good. Dang skaters. Talladega Nights was good, but not too. I'm sorry, like you already waited too long. Those dudes are too old looking.
Brandon and Compton Avenue inside the laundromat. Suspect is a male, Sonic 30 years, blue hat, blue shirt, gray pants, code 10-1985, or 1346.
You're not making Step Brothers 2 where they're now 60, because they were 40 in the first Step Brothers. That was the funny part. There were two 40-year-olds living at home, right? Acting like they were fucking 15. So now, that was almost 20 years ago. That
now
movie.
San Fernando Road and Pierce.
So they
Second
60?
information from the Sheriff's Communications Center. Suspect is female Hispanic, 35 to 40 years. Wearing a black shirt, brown shoes.
Why is he
wrapped in a
punching
black
her?
plaid blanket. Suspect is trespassing on the railroad tracks at the location. Code 2 incident 1986, RD 1643.
Uh-oh, we got railroad thieves. I mean, yeah, there's just so much. Dale Earnhardt needs a movie. I mean, there's so much right there. And they can't even figure it out. It's just so sad. You know, it really is. You know, just make a movie called American Muscle and just, you know, be about the big, you know, muscle war back in the day, in the 60s and 70s, between Chevrolet or GM and Ford and Chrysler. Dodge. Whichever you prefer. It'd be a great movie. And then I'm telling you, then you run it to a spinoff and you have DeLorean. It's a same series, but a separate movie. And then you could do a separate movie on Iacocca because you've already placed and you've seen what they do. Now you just dig in totally into their lives. You see what I'm saying? There's 3 right there for you, Hollywood. Those were free.
5305 Knowlton Street, approximately 20 minutes ago. Suspect fled in a newer Lexus. Newer Lexus.
New Dumb and Dumber?
Black
No.
Color. Suspect fled in an unknown direction. Suspect is a female white wearing a blue shirt. Weapon used was a semi-automatic handgun. Black semi-automatic handgun. Weapon still outstanding. Incident 1920.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't brought that one back, Dr. Remulac. Fucking Cole Trickle.
What's our unit is 27 TL44 and 27 TL44. Average traffic 1702 South La Brea, Code 3, incident 1987 ID 774.
I'm surprised they have not done a new Days of Thunder.
Citizen holding the profile and suspect in the way in 3rd Street. Code 3 incident 1991. Some ever further.
I mean, with the success of Tom Cruise and, I mean, look, fucking Top Gun. Everybody said the new Top Gun was good. I have not seen it. Everybody said it was actually pretty good. But I can't say whether it was or wasn't because I have not seen it. Are you banned? No, I see you. What are you talking
No
about?
traffic units, ambulance traffic, Broadway and Century, Code 3 incident
Refresh.
1992 or 1822.
Refresh if you don't see yourself. Try using another browser, maybe. Sometimes that happens. Death proof. I mean, dude, there's just so much there, man. NASCAR is dumb now. That's why. Well, Ashley, I mean, I kind of get you, but there's other facets too. Why not have a movie about like the Force family, Ashley and John and all them? Okay, he is a absolute Hall of Fame legendary dragster, and his I think 3 daughters, 2 of which are top fuel drag champions now. I mean, how do you not have a fucking story there? And they're beautiful ladies. I mean, come on. It's just all there. They're American. The forces. I mean, come on, man. Maybe I'm just really stupid. I don't know. But goddamn, and I'm just one stoner, and I'm just bouncing idea after idea after idea. And I'm telling you, you go ahead and put an NHRA movie out. I know you're thinking, well, it's not very big, but those are the kinds of things that push it. You get a good acting, ensemble of great cast going, and that'll draw the people into the seats. And if it's well written and believable, maybe you have something there. And then they did it for Shirley Muldowney, Heart Like a Wheel. Shirley Muldowney, the very first woman drag racer. Okay? Shirley Muldowney, Heart Like a Wheel. Okay? She's an absolute legend to this day, Shirley Muldowney.
Lakeshore Boulevard, Speakeasy Fitness in the parking lot, a male mid-30s, smart comments, Code 2 incident 1996 or 1505.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? That's why I said drag racing, you know? Big Daddy Don Garlitz?
Parking lot, male black, green shirt, volunteer on the back. Deputies attack here with a screwdriver, also seen with pepper spray, standby physician, 1997.
Screwdriver and pepper spray? Yeah, Big Daddy Don Garlitz, all that. I'm saying, dude, it's a rich history, but I'm just saying, like, you could do a NHRA movie with him and like I said, Force and every Cruz Pedregon. Dude, it's crazy because you also look at it and it is quite diverse. It's not like all white dudes, as everybody likes to say. It's not that. Okay? So you do a whole movie on that, okay, since you love the diversity thing, Hollywood. And there you go. You always got to push that. Okay, and then do your spin-off with the Force family. And then the others, the Pedregon family, which there's Cruz and then his brother Tony Pedregon, I believe. Okay, they're fucking brothers. There you go. Another fucking spin-off with them. Yeah, it's just all there, dude. It's, fucking lazy.
Other seen a 3-woman woman, Adams individual in the middle of the intersection. Suspect is transit female white, early 30s, long brown hair, light gray sweatshirt, exposed from the waist down to Code 3 incident at 2001 or 319.
Oh, she's exposed from the waist down?
Bathe her and bring her to me.
Oh, right. 73rd Street DOT officer observed a rifle on the passenger seat of a green Honda Odyssey. Frank Adam King 7267, Frank Adam King 726. The vehicle was cited for street cleaning. It's for 2 incident 2005 and already 1256.
So a vehicle cited for street cleaning, they go and get the ticket going and they see a fucking rifle just sitting there. It's interesting. Who leaves a rifle sitting right on their seat? That's what I'm saying, Monty. It's all there. There's so much there, and they, they're just so stuck in their ways, and it's rinse and repeat, copy and paste. It's so much easier that way. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. What do you think they're doing with all these, superhero movies? It's so easy, man. There's thousands of comic books, right? In each genre. Like, you can go forever with Iron Man and Spider-Man. Fucking, you could have 20 million movies.
Harbor Unit, ambulance overdose, 1010 East Anaheim Street and apartment number 5, code 2 incident 2008 RD529.
I don't know, man. That's just my... Don't touch Spaceballs. Leave Spaceballs the fuck alone. That's what I'm saying. And Mel Brooks knows better. Okay? He didn't do anything. Even with History of the World Part 1, he hinted at History of the World Part 2, but never brought it out. Okay? Did Blazing Saddles, never touched it again. Okay? He doesn't touch those things again. Spaceballs, never touched again.
15 man, Lancashire, Magnolia, male, white, 26 years.
That's right, Rig.
Sleeve, shirt, red and black, plaid pants, in and out of traffic. Code 2 incident 2015, underneath 1540.
He understands. Okay? He doesn't have to do that shit. He understands ruining something. The man's still alive today, Mel Brooks, thankfully. You know, he's one of the greatest filmmakers of our time. Yeah, Young Frankenstein. Never touched it. Didn't put out Young Frankenstein 2 that I remember. Didn't need to. All hits.
1317 Magdalena Street. Unit number 55. Suspect, female, Asian, 50 years, red shirt, light color pants, last seen walking Magdalena towards Union Station. Is code 2 incident 2016 RD118.
There you go. A 50-year-old Asian lady beating on her husband. That's rarity. That's a rarity. That's all I'm saying. Fresh Green, just to refresh you, I know you're just jumping in. I was just saying about how they just, Hollywood's just so lazy, rinse and repeat, cut and paste, all the same, like over and over with the fucking Fast and Furious. And I'm thinking there's so many other stories, American at least, even, that you could tell, like Ford and Ferrari kind of movie did. Delve into those type movies versus doing the same goddamn Fast and Furious movies over and over and over. So that's why I said, why not delve into the drag racing scene? Top Fuel, Funny Car, you know what I mean? It's all there. You know what I mean? And then having the Force family being so big, the Pedregon family being big, I mean, it's all there. It's diversity. It's American. There's females. There's males. And they're all dominant. It's a great fucking story. They just cast it well and, and let's go. It's just, blame investors? Well, I mean, I don't know if it's that. I mean, they have to see a dip in money. That was a dope-ass van. Did you see that van that just passed by, slammed on rims? That shit was dope. That thing was fat as hell. So, yeah, I did. Well, Ashley, you understand what I'm saying. Anything that was made by him or with him, realistically, was never remade because it's a great... He understands. They understand. Even Gene Wilder. There is only one Willy Wonka.
6936 South Hoover
It's
Street.
not Johnny
Here on the front unit. Suspect is the ex-girlfriend, female, black, 33 years, 57100. Suspect vehicle is a dark gray 2016 Chevrolet Malibu, 4-door, no front bumper or license plates. Tucked in windows, moderate comments for additional. Code 2 and 2018 RD1249.
Yeah, they're still being pussies. What time is it? Oh, they probably went to lunch. That's what they did. They just said, fuck it, we're going to lunch. God damn it. So that means at 24 minutes then, at 1 o'clock, they'd reconvene. I never saw the new Willy Wonka movie. I wouldn't. I refuse. I mean, I know it exists, but I never watched it. I don't care if you tell me it's good. I'm not watching it. It's only one Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
30th and Maple, on Maple between 29th and 30th. The suspect is male Hispanic, 20s, two glasses, unknown color hat, unknown color clothing with a backpack. Attempting to gain entry into a brown minivan parked at that location. The suspect was seen peering into the windows and trying the handles. Code 2 incident 2019 and RD1331.
Am I going on tonight? Yes. Unfortunate is it maybe I'll be live at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. The Dirty Dozen. See, but and again with war movies, that's the only thing they actually do. We were talking about, Mayor, that they actually do produce that's new and good. Why? Because there's tons of content, there's tons of stories, and they love to delve into American patriotism, American Sniper.
24th and Griffin, 24th and Griffith, code 3 incident, 2020, RD1323.
Another dead body. There's so much there. You got your American Sniper, you got Lone Survivor, which were two great newer. I know they're not within the last 2 years, but they're good new movies, new-ish movies. What was the one? The one that they had to climb up the rope and they all hated him. It was a really good movie. I can't remember the name of it. Fuck. I see his face. Damn it. It's the guy from The Social Network, the guy that played opposite of Mark Zuckerberg. He was the star in that movie. Fuck, I can't remember. It's a really good movie, though.
Code 3 from 4th in LA to 24th in Griffith.
But that's what I'm saying. There's plenty of it. No, not Cliffhanger, not Great Escape. No, it's a war. Hacksaw Ridge. Thank you, Mayor. Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge. If you haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge, it's a good fucking flick, dude. It's a great fucking movie, considering, again, it's newer-ish. It's not too old, but it's not new. So, but again, with the war movies, there's plenty of content. But I say the same about American history with cars. So stop making the same Fast and Furious. Go the route of the more Ford Ferrari. That's what I want to see. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want to say.
Southeast Union car stripper suspects there now, 11515 South Spring Street. To the rear of the blue house on the vacant property. Suspect vehicle is a purple pickup truck on unlicensed way. Suspect number 1, male black, mid-20 years in a black hoodie. Number 2, male Hispanic, 30 to 40 years in a blue baseball
cap. Oh, yeah, I know.
Clothes. Number 3 is a female Hispanic, mid-20 years with a hair in a bun and a white hoodie. Suspect using unknown tools to strip a black SUV on the property. It's code 2031 RD 1862.
We got car strippers stripping cars in their backyard and somebody sees it. That's good to see. Oh, yeah, it was a great movie. Yeah, and it was a true story. That's what I'm saying. Tombstone was great, too. Again, I also said that, the cowboy movies they can make are pretty good, too. I'll give them that. Because, again, it's a lot of stories there. There's a lot of content. Even the one that, what's his name made? Quentin. What was the one that Quentin made? God dang it. It was good. With Kurt Russell and fucking Jennifer, Jason Lee and all them fools. I can't remember that one either. I can't remember nothing right now. Shit. No, not Inglourious Bastards. Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight. That's what it is. Thank you. Mad Trees. Thank you, 1-2. Thank you, Jimmo. Yeah, Hateful Eight. Thank you, Norma. Hateful Eight's a good one too. If you haven't seen Hateful Eight, that's a pretty good cowboy period piece. That's what it's set in. Inglourious Basterds is good too. But again, another war movie.
1623 West 12th Place.
Django? Yeah, Django was good.
Black revolver short barrel with wooden handle. There's code 2. It's been 2039 RD 285.
Pull out a sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, he his period. All his movies are pretty much period piece. He likes that. I think he enjoys it. I enjoy his stuff. He's definitely good. Django definitely was a good one. And then there was the one that I thought he made, and then you guys corrected me on that he produced, I guess, or he was the director, didn't make it.
Investigation 1537 West 49th Street occurred at Luther King in Vermont. It's code 2 incident 2035 RD 378.
The one with Cheech and George Clooney. It's a good movie too, man, and he's in it. And I thought it was his movie. I guess he just directed. It was Robert Rodriguez's movie. It's From Dusk Till Dawn. Thank you. Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn. That's a good one too. He's funny in that movie too. He plays a pretty good role. All right, I'm gonna smoke this last bowl, and I guess that's it. If this bowl isn't done, these fuckers aren't here. I mean, I don't know. Do you want me to wait the time? I mean, it's 18 minutes. Hey, I saw the Brock Lesnar card. Let's go. I'm smashing today. Sold 2 Brock Lesnar cards. Let's go. What's going on with Brock Lesnar? Is Brock Lesnar, any wrestling fans in here? Is Lesnar about to do SmackDown or Raw or something? He's got to be. I know I missed out on something. There's no reason why I should have sold 2 of the same Brock Lesnar cards to 2 separate people. There's got to be something I missed. Lesnar, he lives in Saskatchewan. Yeah, no, it's like, cause dude, it's funny how like, you know, you'll have a card up, it won't sell for months, then all of a sudden they're coming up to like a big match and they'll all sell.
Possibility to be suspect in 230 Winston Street.
I thought so,
230 Winston
Anthony.
Street at Alex Toys. Suspect is a male, has tattoos on neck, yellow sweatshirt and black sweatshirt. Code 3 incident 23, correction 2038 or D146.
Gunther, man, dude, I fucking love, dude. I have a ton of his cards, Gunther. Fuck, hopefully he does go crazy. I got a ton of his shit. I'd love to sell it all. UFC, I have tons of UFC cards. In fact, I sold 2 Misha Tate cards yesterday. Did she win on the last week or something? Did she win? Or is she about to fight Misha Tate? I mean, she sells regardless. She's one of those. She's like Sean O'Malley. No matter what's going on, Sean O'Malley, I can't keep his cards on my side. I can't. Every one of them sells. And Misha Tate, I'm going to say, is kind of the female version, I would say. She sells well, man. They love her. She's taking time off for WrestleMania. So Gunther versus Brock. Oh, that's what it is. See? You see? So they bought those cards from me. I probably priced them too low, so now they're going to buy them from me and sell them, you know, right before WrestleMania for a few more dollars than they paid for them and make themselves a few coins. I ain't mad, but that's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's the problem also when you start to have so many items on eBay. You can't keep track. Sometimes they sell for $5, then the shit goes up to 10 and you don't realize you have a few. Then they're buying them for 5 from you. Only 164 likes. It doesn't matter, man. Don't matter, Ron. Who gives a shit? People don't like the mouth and what's going on, and it is what it is. Time to sell them. Yeah, I mean, guns.
Junior battery domestic violence suspect 4701 Fanatic Avenue to the PR outside. A male black with a white jersey will drive to apartment 214. His girlfriend is female Hispanic, 25 years, wearing a black shirt and blue jeans. Monte Carlos code 2 incident 2056 3897.
Larry, I don't have any cards of them. Dr. Remulak, I don't know if I should put it up, but like I said, one time I did, and fools coming here and taking fake names and buying finishing auctions and not paying for them. So it sucks. But I don't have any auctions up, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Gunther is the man. So see, is Gunther like the guy that's coming up, guys? Let me know. I need to know this shit. Is he going to be the next fucking champ? Is he going to beat Roman Reigns? Isn't Roman Reigns the champ? I don't even know. It's crazy. I love opening the cards, but I don't even know who the fucking champ is. What a disgrace. T-Dog, I'm good. I just woke up with you guys, had some coffee, and I was up till 3 in the morning putting cards. And 117 cards I listed last night. So... Yes, he is. Okay. No, he's not ready yet. But he's on his way, at least you'd say. I know they're actors. We know this. We get it. But even as actors, dude, to be that big, I'm trying to tell you, if this dude told me, hey, get up on that top rope, flip backwards and jump onto me, I'm going to catch you. Fuck you. You do it. And I get you.
Suspects of male white, 30 to 40 years, white sweater, blue Adidas sweatpants. Threatened to shoot the PR with a sawed-off shotgun. Monitor comments for additional code 2 and 2060 RD1567.
Roman is a champ. Okay. You think Gunther is likely a world champ coming? It's crazy. I hit a big card the other day, and of course it's a fucking redemption. So now I'm scared. I'm scared I'll never get the card from fucking Panini. John Cena, if you're listening, please, sir. I know you're busy making lots of money and being famous. But can you sign your cards, please?
Per unit, CDW suspects are now 630 South Alvarado Street, 630 South Alvarado Street. In the hallway, suspects are 4 male Hispanics, 40 years, all armed with guns, threatening the PR. Code 3 incident 2060 246.
Oh, got a group with guns. Not just one guy. Got a whole group of motherfuckers up in there with guns. What? It's crazy.
You got guns too. What up, son?
Yeah, I hit a redemption card of a John Cena gold auto to 10. So there's only 10 of them in the world. I hit one of them. And we all know John Cena's a big fucking guy. He's fucking, he's fucking. What was he? What was the in Suicide Squad? He was the Peacemaker. Right? He's the Peacemaker. He's busy just making that good, movie money, man. So yeah, man, I just want on my card. Want my card. John loves the CCP. Trust me, if I could sell it, I would. I think that might be the lick, too. I think I might put it up on eBay for a week just to see if there's any nibbles. Just sell it and try to let them deal with it, I guess. Versus me waiting for months to see if he signs the card, and then he doesn't sign the cards because he doesn't like Panini or for whatever reason. Doesn't sign the cards, and then they just say, well, we're going to give you something of equal or lesser value. And what are they going to tell me that card's worth? $100 when surely it's worth more than that. That card's probably, if that card was in hand, that card's got to be at least $500. It's got to be. You know what I mean? There's lesser guys that go for about that to 10. So, I don't know. Is he really all a shill for the CCP? Did not know that. Did not know that. I also did hit another, remember I showed you the gold card that I hit with the gold bar in it? I hit one with a silver bar. It was Carmella. They like her. She seems to sell pretty decently, Carmella. Fans do like her. And this is a full ounce of silver versus a half ounce of gold. But I get it. You'd rather have a half ounce of gold than a full ounce of silver because of the price. I get it. But skateboarder trading cards, they have those already, Lorraine. I mean, they have. What they did is back in the day, they made Sports Illustrated cards for like Tony Hawk and a few others. Those are really the first ones. But as far as like straight trading cards that are skateboard only skaters, I don't think they ever had any. I never think that because there's no like union, it would be hard for them to like gather autographs and rights to use these skaters' names. That's how they do it for the sports. They go to a players' union and buy the rights from the union. So the union takes all that money and pays the players a certain, divvies it out however they do it. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of them don't give a fuck about signing autographs. That in this day and age, it's not like before where they sign, I don't know, a box of maybe 1,000 cards and you're done maybe. Now they're sending them 5,000 cards at once. Many different products across the board. And they're signing thousands. And that's why a lot of them are lazy too. Like you'll see, Damon will just put DH. You know what I mean? DH. And as a person who's getting the card, you hate it. It just looks ugly. It's lazy. You know what I mean? As to where if you look at like Andre Dawson or Dale Murphy, any of the guys, 80s, 70s guys, dude, they have the nicest, perfect signatures. Oh, what's up, Yuri? Fucking Yuri up in this joint. So early, Yuri? Shout out to Yuri. You're gone, buddy. Shout out to Yuri, bro.
Сука, 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 блядь, 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 сука, 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 блядь.
Oh yeah, don't worry, we got the suka blät off for him. Yeah, I'm just gonna snap this bowl and I'm out of here because I don't think these ding dongs are coming back and doing anything. What I'll do is, because I know what it's going to happen. I'm going to snap the bowl. I'll get off. Then they'll come back on. But I don't know. They've probably cleared the chambers. Probably the action's done. But if the action's crazy, I'll hop back on a little bit. Yeah, it makes everybody happy, I think. Yeah, there's stories of dudes like having to... They'd have to like follow a guy over to like the strip club and put the cards out on tables while they're sitting there just to get them interested in even signing the cards. They just don't. Some of them just don't even do it anymore. They don't even care. You know, they had this story about LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball hadn't signed his autographs off the bat at all, and so all the people who bought his rookie autographs and got, like, you know, the redemption like I have with Encina are waiting here now almost 3 years later and still haven't got their cards. We all know he ain't playing basketball right now. I haven't seen him on the court, so, like, you know, again, you can't you can't even sign 100 a day or 500 a day. I mean, dude, you're talking, you could sign LB in quickly 500 times in 20 minutes. Trust me, you could. Like, come on now. Jimmo, I've been waiting for a card for 6 years, so don't feel bad for them. Too bad. I've been waiting 6 years for a Willie Calhoun card that I hit. Actually, now it's 7, about to be 8. In 2015 Bowman, a Willie Calhoun Dodger autograph. I mean, he was a prospect then for the Dodgers. Now he's for the plays for the Rangers, I think. So, yeah. I haven't got the Bergeron card back yet, Steve. Yo, man.
And I have family dispute 1027 Kingston Avenue on unit number 2. The suspect is a son. Male spending 17 years wearing a red shirt. Monitor comments. Go to infinite 2089-3445.
Yeah, it's still getting graded, Steven. It's at PSA. Joy, I'm hitting some gelato cake right now. Some tasty stuff in the morning. I had my coffee. McDavid. I have no McDavid rookies. I have a couple other cards. I was going for the big McDavid rookies. I think he was 2015 2016, something like that. 17, maybe, I don't remember. And the cup, it's called Upper Deck. Upper Deck makes it. It's called the cup. Really expensive, high-end shit. So I was getting in random breaks, and every once in a while, actually 3 times I hit the Edmonton Oilers, and 2 times I hit Oiler RPAs, which is a rookie patch autograph, but both of them weren't McDavid, of course. Connor Bedard, yeah, man. Well, he doesn't have any cards yet. He's too young. He's still in the minors, but he'll be the next one, right? They feel like he's the next Connor McDavid, from one Connor to the next, right? Maybe, Elon, maybe. Yeah, I'm talking about licensed, like, you know, cards, not like, you know, minor league cards. Crazy. So you have his WHL rookie cards, yeah. I remember back in the day, like late 80s, early 90s, they were making OHL cards and stuff that just... And there's a documentary, you can see it on YouTube, I forget the name of it, where these kids go into an abandoned, like a Detroit, they're in Detroit, I think it is, and there's an abandoned, like a warehouse for like where GM used to have their cars and stuff done. And they go in there and there's pallets, and I mean literally like a forklift dropped them off. Pallets and pallets and pallets of those cards, just sitting there, brand new. Most of them just sitting untouched in packs. That's how overprinted that shit was.
29 Wilcox Avenue, code to infinite 2094 8635.
Yeah, no, we're waiting for his Young Gun, Mayor. That's what we're waiting for. It's got to say Young Gun on it. That's what they want. Or the rookie logo. So, if it doesn't have that, it's still just a prospect card in that sense. And really, when it comes to hockey, if you look at it over time, the most expensive cards, you know, like let's just say Connor McDavid, right? His cheapest but still most expensive kind of or topic tier card is his Upper Deck Young Gun. Okay. I mean, you could have bought those boxes for $100 or less a box and try to hit when you get 7, I think, Young Guns or 6 Young Guns per box. No, this is Felix the cat, and he's fishing. for a chase. And then, you know, like the Upper Deck Cup cards, like I was just telling you that I hit a couple of the RPAs, but they weren't Connor that same year. I mean, that card is 20 grand.
2305 South Santa Fe Avenue, related to incident 1465 in Hollenbeck. PR located as vehicle surrounded by 5 males. Code to incident 2099, RD 1309.
Yeah, that's a $15,000 to $20,000 card, easy, for that Connor McDavid. There's only 99 of them. That's it. How about baseball cards found behind wallpaper? I mean, wherever they're found don't matter. As long as they're found and they're in good shape, you're all good. Unless they're stupid rare, then they could even be in shitty shape. You know, you can find a 52 Topps Mantle. It could be in terrible shape. And I mean, like, you put it in your fucking bicycle tire and all the corners are round, and someone will still give you $10,000 for that card. Bet. Maybe more. That fucked up. So if it was in even nearly good shape, in great shape, it'd be in the millions. A perfect one just sold for $12.5 million last year. Or this year. I think it was this year, actually. My bad, this year. I want to say it sold for $12.5 million before fees. Like the hammer price was $12.5 million, so you know, you're talking a little over $13 million for that card after everything's paid, said, and done. PSA 10 on eBay right now is $4,500 for I think that's not a bad price. The only thing is
Hey, let's begin possible child neglect, Oakwood and Western in the clinic. Want to comment code 2 incident 2111 32002.
it's probably his most heavily printed, most liked, and more affordable rookie. That's the problem with those things. If you tell me what the population count, what's the pop count on that card? I bet you it's pretty high. It's not, 20 or less. You know what I mean? That's the problem. The pop count's 2,500. But he sold both of them 500 each, sitting on mine 2,500. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I was just trying to give him here. I'll give him like one more sec. It's 1 o'clock straight up, and they're still fucking. That's what they do with their money. That's our money, sorry. They go to lunch, and even when they're sitting there, you see them. They're on their phones. They're not paying attention. Hold on. Watch live. President to sign bill protecting same-sex and interracial marriage rights. Wait a minute. They already have the rights, as they should. Who was taking that away from them? Fucking what a waste of time that guy is. Mint condition for Babe Ruth. Yeah, good luck. Talking about a pre-war card. Like, come on. It's really rare stuff. You don't see fucking Babe Ruth shit very often. You're talking the 30s, You think about it. I mean, the card's been around almost 90, what does that be, 92 years? It's a long time, dude. Look at homeboy right there. Can kicking. Let's go. Parkour can kicking. Oh, dang. Get the soccer on. There's some soccer players right there. Yeah, I'm surprised the scanner's quiet, too. What's up, Sean?
Hangman has Unit 415 Group 6531, Sepulveda Boulevard, Wireless Phase 2 location. Flyer comments for additional code 2 and 2118 RD911.
My cousin Daddy took an 8-year-old 2-shoe box, baseball, rookie Joe D. Jack. Oof. Put them in bicycles. Oh, man. But realistically, those cards would still be worth money right now, D-Nice. I'm telling you, a DiMaggio rookie and anything a Jackie Robinson is worth bucks. I don't think it's like a 1948 Leaf Jackie Robinson rookie. It's a big card.
Definitely is from Team Anna's open woman 62 North Virgil, 622 North Virgil. Second information for DWP. Subject is a male necklace, 30s, white shirt, black pants, assault on a female. Unknown, 18 years, blue shirt, blue Levi's. Code 3 incident 212 6 212.
Yeah, there's some Barry Bonds cards that are worth some. He's not super liked, and because of the PED issues, but there's some Barry fans out there, believe it or not, and yeah, like his 87 tops in a perfect gem mint. It's good money. It's expensive, and so is the O-Peachy version of it, and really more so. I think what you'd want of that is not even the Topps traded. I think you want the Tiffany cards. Topps always made a Tiffany. Tiffany and the jewelry. For some reason, they always collab with Tiffany every year and made sets. So these were really high end, expensive, and most of us couldn't afford it. So we just buy the regular set like most of us would. So not so many sets are out there. They didn't make that many. So the Tiffany versions of these, because they always made a set every year, are great. Yeah. So that's the one you want, the Tiffany's. But again, I don't really. I'm set like I've started to sell off all my Tatis stuff. I mean, I feel like that dude's done. Now, don't get me wrong, still gonna be liked. He may get traded, he may not. Who knows? I don't know. I just feel like any PEDers, if we look over time, there's not too many PEDers that are well loved, other than maybe like Big Papi. Big Papi's pretty well loved and a Hall of Famer. And he was a PEDer. So I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's just my opinion. But he is well loved. He's got a lot of hobby love. People love him. He's on Fox as a commentator, I believe. You know what I mean? And he definitely did PEDs. So yeah. Whether he was David Ortiz or when he was David Arias, because, that's what his original name was. His name was David Arias. He played for the Twins. Then he changed his name. Yeah, these fucks are just wasting our money and time. Yeah, I guess it's over, man. I guess, hey, dog. I mean, I'm just sitting here. I was hoping they'd hop on. It's now 1:05. I mean, fuck. And I get it. What happened? Remember they said 10 minutes, right? That was right before their lunch break. So I'd assume that it took a little longer to clear the room than they thought. And probably when they did, they're like, oh, fuck, it's 12:05 now. Let's just adjourn and go to lunch for our hour break. You know what I mean? That's what they always do. They do it regardless of what's going on in the room. They'll go to their lunch recess because they did so much already for us by standing around and bullshitting and being on their phones and enjoying a cup of coffee and tea on our dime. By the way, we bought that coffee and that tea for them, whether they got it at Starbucks or whether it was sitting in that hall. Okay? We paid for the electricity in that building. We paid for their gas to get there today. So, yeah. So I just feel like, they're quite obtuse. They don't even, the one in red is so angry about it at everybody, but yet you see her up there on her phone or going like this, and nobody can see her face. Nobody can lip read and see her face, and she's talking, having sidebar with other people. Like it just shows me you don't even care. You don't give a fuck whether I'm on the phone or whether I'm in front of you. You don't care. And then you have the audacity to be stern with me and tell me that's that, and I'm breaking the rules and fuck me and get out. Get the fuck out of here. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I couldn't be on the city council. I'm trying to tell you. They would never have me. Because I don't suck up to either side, and I'll tell them how it is. None of them would like me. I wouldn't get any of the kickbacks that they got. And they'd be looking for any kind of skeleton in the closet for me. And if they couldn't find anything, they'd surely drum something up. Yeah, man, there was this one time we seen him. He pushed an old lady over. We're going to find this old lady and get some old lady to pretend like I pushed her over. Yeah, there was one time 12 years ago. Just now recognizing his face. Pushed me over. See, he hates seniors. That's how it all works. Uh-oh. Argentina defeats Croatia 3-0 behind a masterful performance from Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi doing it. Doing it in the port. Doing it after dark. Oh, yeah. Lakers got to get smashed tonight with a hammer. Celtics minus 3.5. Well, it doesn't look like Vegas thinks it. Do you realize 3.5 is a bucket and a half, right? 1 3-pointer, half a free throw. Now, if they had said 7, then yes, or 8, yes. I expect it to pretty much be a 10-point game or plus. So, since you said that, and they're going to get the hammer, I take it that you're taking Celtics minus 3.5, correct? I want to know right now. You put it in that fucking chat room because I'm going to be laughing at your ass if you lose that bet tonight. I'm going to fucking call you out on the hammer.
Oh, God, please don't kill me with the hammer, Leonard, please. Oh.
That's what I want, a damned hammer.
There you go. Trying to say. You have $1,800 on yourself, minus 3.5, put the mortgage on it? Oh, man, you are crazy. AD gonna put 50 on the stack tonight. You're gonna lose the mortgage, and your lady's gonna kill you, dog. She is gonna fuck you up.
Bitch, I hope the fuck you do. You'll be a dead son of a bitch, I tell you that.
That's gonna be your lady tonight. When you get home, shit. I gotta say, you are
fucked up.
13-875, 13-875, your GTA suspect at 2305 South Santa Fe Avenue is now code 3. The citizen is following the suspects. They are now at 501 East 25th Street. Now code 3 incident 2099.
All right, guys, I'm going to get off. It's 1:10. We've given enough time, and I know exactly what's going to happen. The second I hop off and push stop, they're going to hop on. But realistically, I don't even know if anything will pop off. So I will see you later tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I know you have other choices, and you chose me, so I appreciate it. Other than that, I say have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hi, Stinks. Let me show you Stinks real quick. Oh, look at the baby skeet. He's so big. So big. I love him. He's so big.
Unit, can you verify the location for the RA and one on the TC?
I love him. My big baby. I love him. I love him. Did you eat? Did you get food? Did you get food? Big baby Skeet. You guys a big baby. How long this cat is. Look at how long this cat is. This is a long cat. Oh. That's a big baby cat. That's a long ass cat, right? He's a big ass fool.
6639 Darby Avenue, Modern Comes Code 2, Incident 2156, 1035.
All right, guys. Much love. Enjoy your day. I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Set your timers.
Hasta la vista, baby.
There you guys. I'm going home.